Welcome in, builders. We should be live with Shadows of Forbidden Gods. Weirdly enough, one of the more requested titles over the course of my channel. I don't believe this game ever really made a very large splash, although it is a pretty cool game, I will say. Let me click in so we get some music running. One of those games that does not play when you have Alt-tabbed. In fact, let me... We're just not going to play music right now? Okay, fine. Be that way. I'll just talk. I'll talk anyways until you decide to do it. If the music does get too loud, let me know. I have it cranked up a little bit, but it's one of those ones where it like crescendos a lot. It's a little hard for me to balance. See, a couple people had hopped in here. Tut. Welcome in. Trip and Andre. Good to see you guys. Let me know if you're hearing this. Should be live. I also have a new channel member. I don't know if this alerts me if I just get any member while I have a thing working, or if they join specifically off this video, but Mors Vinicus, thank you very much for becoming a builder. I'm sure you know, but remember you have access to the pre-game videos. Voice is good. Yeah, we'll see when the violin hits. Let me know if it is a little loud. Hey, snack people. Glad to finally make a stream again. Well, I had totally forgot to remind people over the weekend we had daylight savings time flip. So we're, depending on where you're at in the world, this is going to be an hour difference. So hopefully people noticed and will get that notification. Otherwise, I tell myself, YouTube's totally going to send those out. Hey, Speed Shot. Bought Dominions, bought Shadow Empire. I guess I'm going to have to buy this one too. This one is like Dominions, Shadow Empires, like this is the iceberg bottom is for Shadow of Forbidden God. So definitely an acquired taste. Definitely an acquired taste to be sure. I'm a little sad. I don't want to say it's like abandoned, because I think you could argue that the game is just finished, but I haven't seen anything new from the dev. They released a DLC, which I think was okay. I don't have the DLC. But then they seem to just be radio silent for like the last year, which makes me kind of sad. I think this was a cool little title, and I wish it would move forward. Game reminds me why we never got That Which Sleeps. Yep, I do vaguely know of that. Guess I'll give this a look. I know nothing about it. Yeah, you'll see why I've resisted streaming this or making a video on it, I think. Hopefully people enjoy it. We're going to at least finish one run. I'm kind of thinking it'll probably take us until Wednesday's stream. I doubt we're going to finish in like 2.5 hours. You know, I stream for 3 hours on Monday by the time we get going here. YouTube added little sub-stubs on the top of mobile. It still doesn't recommend anything that I sub unless it's a viral. Yeah, man. I remember back in the day when you were subscribed to a channel, that meant you wanted to see the channel. Nowadays, it's like you have to subscribe, you have to hit the bell, you have to turn the notifications on YouTube on, you have to turn the notifications on your phone on, and then maybe they'll consider it sometimes, maybe sending out a notification. Another thing that most people don't know or don't recognize is on YouTube, talking desktop mainly, but it works on mobile also. If you click subscribed, it gives you the chronological feed of things that you are subscribed to, which is what most people still, I think, mentally consider the homepage. The homepage is incredibly curated. So if you haven't watched a video from someone lately, you're just not going to see it. Like for me, woe be me if I click on a video about animals and then it's just like, here's 100 videos about animals. I'm like, dude, I just wanted to see the one funny video. Like, that's not what I want to watch. So now it's like, yeah, I would watch your video, but instead I'm going to say I'm not interested because I don't want to ruin my feed. Bring back old YouTube. That's all I got to say about that. I do think the first 3 gods are best. Yeah, we'll look at all the gods here. We're going to go She That Thirsts or Hungers or whatever for this stream at least, but we will check them all out. Aura 4X, good lord. I have played that. I know what that is. Man, if only that had a little bit better UI. Did he ever release the C+ version? I know he was working on that. View in private's a godsend for curating one's feed. Yep. Okay, let's get hopping here. I'm a little concerned that the music's not playing because it was totally playing a second ago when I hopped in, so hopefully it's working. I will say I had some bad experiences this weekend. I wanted to run through the tutorial and I wanted to play a game before we got started. I'm running 3 mods we're going to talk about. I could not get the tutorial, sometimes to load and sometimes to work. I had to turn off all my mods, restart the game, and then I could play the tutorial. And when I was done with the tutorial, I turned my mods back on and they seem to be working just fine. So just as a forewarning, if you do want to do this, do your tutorial stuff first before you add any mods into it. Just as proof that Babel does use mods, it's not a statement of principle that I don't really mod my Dominion stuff. We are running, now not all of these are actual mods, so we have the Chinese cultural scheme. This is a base game thing that he added. Basically, we can have an area of the map that is Chinese themed. We'll have city names. I think some of the city graphics and some of the character names and graphics are just Chinese themed. It's fine. I'm going to leave it on. Also, Insect God. This was the developer showing an example of how people could mod their own gods. So both of these are baseline things. These are not mods I have added. I have added 3 mods where we have Living Wilds in base game without the DLC. I have not played the DLC. The wild areas of the map are kind of boring. There's just not much there and not much to do. There's some witch covens sometimes, but that's about it. This is going to add in some wild animals, werewolves, pixies, things like that. I find it adds a little bit of flavor to the map, so I'm going to use it. We have living characters. This one I like a lot. In base game, AI characters don't do a ton of like interpersonal relationship stuff. This makes them act a little bit more like Crusader Kings, where the NPCs will get married, they'll have feuds, they'll try to assassinate each other. I think it adds a bit of flavor to it. I think in the end, it makes the game a bit harder because they can hire limited use characters. We'll see what heroes mean in this game, but these are like rent-a-heroes or rent-a-cops. And the rent-a-cops, if you don't have somebody who can go deal with them, it's just extra characters that are on the map that just adds more complications to your plans. And finally, we have an actual Englishman and Maul's mid-challenge event pack. This just adds some more random events. For the most part, I think it's relatively balanced. There's 1 or 2 I really dislike, but I'm going to run it just because I find otherwise there's not quite enough random events and it gets really samey. Even with this, I think it gets a little bit samey. So that's what we're going to run with there. Starting a new game. Let me just go open chat here. Oh, there's our music. All right, we got the guitar guy. Let me know if that's a little loud. It's going to duck strongly while I'm talking, but when I stop talking, it's going to be a little spicy. Let me know, we might have to make some adjustments there. Hey, Chazzy, it's been a long time, man. How's it going? Hey, Babel, can see stream now that cat's not clicking my mouse? At least I can say my beard can counter yours. Or I had the C version, which does work a little better, though it still needs some database work. Interesting. Yeah, it's been like a decade since I fiddled around with Aura. Eric, welcome in. YouTube likes recommending videos with no views, 3 to 4 years old. Yeah. Glad to see you're enjoying them. It's funny how something you add, this will be funny side part becomes something so fun. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, you make some interesting stuff there, Chazzy. Always enjoyable. You know, it's I hope we see some more Dominions YouTubers. There was a couple people that kind of started and then kind of fizzled out. So I'm glad to see some of the newer folks, such as myself, are still going on that. I'm about 2 months out from finishing middle age, and I'll be moving up to late age. So it has been a year, that is for sure. Chinese cultural scheme. Did you say something bad about CCP after losing your gotcha rolls? Yeah, no comment. Okay, let's actually hop in here. So, I have played through all the base game gods, I'm pretty sure. When you first start the game, I think they make you beat them in order to unlock the next one. She Who Will Feast is the first god. We'll come and actually look at this in depth, I think, before we start. We've got Isther, the Laughing God. So, this is going to be kind of a jack of all trades type god, mainly focused around spreading shadow, which is like, think about the shadow from like Lord of the Rings, where it's just this all-encompassing darkness and like worm tongue and just making people give up and not even fight against the evil. That's kind of our main thing here. In addition, when our snake lady wakes up, she's going to rampage around the map and eat people, essentially. Istar is a very different god. This is all about a book, and this book drives people insane. It's kind of like the Necronomicon or something. And so this gameplay is all about driving people crazy. You have this actual item book that you give to people, and the heroes will try to seal it away, and you have to like go break it out and give it to other people, try to give it to the heroes and make them go crazy. Try to like make the queen go mad and she'll start executing people, things like that. Very fun. A lot of his powers are around madness. Synergizes really well with like the deep one, like Lovecraftian fish people. We have Vinerva. This is a really cool one. This one is all about like tainted gifts. So like her thing is like, we're gonna make a town go poor. Like we do something to ruin their economy. And then there's this miracle where there's a field of golden roses and you could just pick them and you're rich. Little do you know that by picking the rose, you are dooming your soul. Or will cause a famine. And then there's a magical field of golden apples that make you smarter, stronger, younger. You eat one bite and you're full, and literally do you know that it's going to turn you into a zombie or something. So she's all about tainted gifts. So you cause disasters and then give them the solution to it. And so a lot of your play is like setting that up before they realize what you're doing to them. Very, very cool. I really, really enjoyed this one when I played it. We have Ophanum, the Divine Beyond, another super cool one. This one is about setting up like two theocracies, like a good theocracy and a bad theocracy, but the devil's in charge of both of them. So this is the trope of like, oh, you thought you were worshiping the light? Actually, it's a demon. This one deals a lot with the, what do they call it? Shadow Empire? Essentially, we want to take over a human nation or a nation, and we actually like put a puppet on the throne, and we can actually command their armies. And we try to make this giant apocalyptic, end of the world, good versus evil war, but we are backing both sides. We're like the weapon salesman that is arming both sides of the conflict. Very, very cool. Another really fun one. Oh. Okay, this might be my patron forbidden god. Mammon, wealth of man, spirit of the mountain. This one is all about luring people into your mountain where there's tales of gold, and anyone who gets there will be wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. And then we basically turn them into like golden statues and rot their souls with greed. Very, very fun. Very different. It's a weird one. I struggled with this one when I did this, at my playthrough of this one. And then this is the not DLC god. This is his example for modding. This one is the Cordyceps Hive Mind. This one's all about infecting people with like bug larvae and then having the bug larvae harvest people and expand our hive of our forbidden god, bug god thing. An interesting one, kind of sort of plays like a zombie apocalypse if you want to think it that way. If like somebody was purposely like spreading it and the zombies were like drones, kind of sort of like that kind of playthrough. And then as mentioned, I don't have the DLC. Oh. And a new one I didn't even know about. Okay, yeah. In the DLC, they have like an underground tentacle monster that basically you're spreading your tentacles under all the cities with the plan of like rising up and eating everybody. I actually didn't even realize they had added another one. This god result. Oh, never mind, I do. This one is like the never-ending play. You keep playing and the game gets harder and harder, but you stack up more and more bonuses. This one's about like cursing bloodlines. So like you curse a hero and then in the next game you're playing against his descendants and they're cursed, and this is like the never-ending mode almost. Okay, we are going to be playing She Who Will Feast. I'm going to catch up on chat here. He knows he's in a simulation. Oh no, he's broken free of the Matrix. The issue with Dominion's YouTubers is your output is too insane for most of us. How have you ever found the latest patch? I know of it, but I haven't tried it. I think that'll be super useful, though. We've had a couple playthroughs where we had just far too many magic items. I'm usually, because I play the shorter games on stream, it usually doesn't come up too bad. But yeah, I could totally see that in longer games being like super duper useful. People talking about their various favorite gods. Ooh, I like shadows. Well, let me tell you, 512, you're going to fit right on in here. Okay, so we are going to play She Who Will Feast. This is, like I said, the first god you have to play. This is essentially a world-eating serpent. The Elder God provides a range of powers, which will support many different gameplay styles. She's a good starting point, as her powers will allow exploration of all types of strategy by disabling heroes and providing additional temporary agents to support your plans. When she has her last seal break, She Who Will Feast emerges from the world, and she will exist on the world map as a controllable military unit. If she dies, you lose. But she will rapidly grow into a powerful military asset herself. Her birth will destroy nearby settlements and devastate the local terrain. Thank you very much for the gifted membership, Slice. Congratulations to Scalesker. Sorry for slaughtering the name. Snake themed, I like it. Don't forget you have early access to the Members First videos. So right now we have... what do we got up there? Middle Age Shaboba is up at the moment. And various other things as they go up. Long time I played this game. Love spend some time here. Yeah, it should be a good one, I'm hoping. I'm still not convinced it's going to be good for streaming, but you guys could totally prove me wrong, just like you did with Shadow Empires. So, as mentioned here, this is kind of a jack-of-all-trades god. It's a decent starting point. She Who Will Thirst is a god Wyrm, a terrible creature from the black void between the stars, who has lain dormant for millions of years until the stars are ripe for her hatching. A time will come when she will devour the world and journey forth to lay her brood, dooming other worlds to be consumed by her offspring. So basically, like, it's a void serpent that has traveled to this world. They have laid eggs here, and I think we've either traveled here as a youngling or we hatched here. And given enough time, we all hatch and try to consume the entire world. Let's go ahead and select this one. She Who Will Feast is designed to be simpler than others, ideal for new players or games focusing on agents themselves, as opposed to a god's unique mechanics. As I mentioned, those other gods are very mechanically inclined. Like, you have to really understand the deeper mechanics to succeed on those other gods. This one, not quite as much. If you understand how to spread shadow, you're probably okay on this god. Powers. The powers of She Who Will Feast focus on the spread of shadow, which is one of the baseline strategies of the game. She allows infiltration of locations to grant your agents faster access to cities and witch covens, enabling faster and easier spread of shadows, which then unlocks powers available to the enshrouded regions to harm the heroes who venture within. Awakening. When She Who Will Feast awakens, she emerged from her birth tomb. I love that. Birth tomb. As a vast god Wyrm, a serpent the size of a village, and continues to grow as turns pass. While in this state, she will fight as an army which will devour entire cities. If humanity's armies can kill her, they will win, so she must be careful to avoid their strongest bastions. Minor kingdoms, or those already weakened by plague, war, or famine, will fall easily to her assault. So major strategy hints here. If we generate a major nation, I'm going to focus pretty strongly on trying to make them have a civil war or a plague or something to screw them up so that I can safely bring her onto the map. Worst case scenario would be the biggest empire on the map starts the alliance and then everyone teams up against me as soon as I hit the map. So we're going to try to prevent that from happening. Basic strategy. A core strategy of this god is to take control of certain centrally located cities by first infiltrating them, then enshadowing them. After this, spreading shadows via Well of Shadows lets you spread across entire continents. The most powerful of these nations can be turned into a dark empire by the monarch agent, who can then command her forces to invade other shadowed empires to form a powerful fighting force. Hey, Chazzy, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Who did it give it to? Okay. Wait. Did Chazzy gift a membership and then it gifted it to yourself? That is hilarious. Well, congratulations, Chazzy, on the gifted membership. Have you ever had any luck with the orc hordes? I find they really only work as a distraction. I always try to do orcs and they never work for me. Every time I think I've finally got it going, some human kingdom comes over and just smashes me. That is hilarious, Chazzy. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay. One of the big things in this game, we're going to play on normal. That's where I've always played. But world map size makes a huge difference in difficulty. I'm going to do 35 by 35, which is on the smaller side, because I just would like to get this done in 2 streams. This map scales very well into larger maps, though. So if you are a person who likes really big maps, that is totally doable. In addition, there's some advanced options here, one of which is time limit. I'm going to leave this on. We have 500 turns to win. I find that that is totally fine. But if you're a person who just doesn't like that, you could totally just turn that off. I'm going to leave on orcs. I'm going to leave on deep ones, and I'm going to leave on the elves. All of these are different factions on the map. We'll talk about them when we're in game. I think that would be easier. And you can change your alliance settings. This is when there's going to be a chosen one, and the chosen one realizes that there's an ancient god awakening. And in the early game, you generally try to like lay low when you're weak, and you're trying to like corrode humanity. But at some point, they're going to start realizing things are going weird. And the chosen one is going to try to found the alliance. And they're going to try to get all the nations to work together to fight you. So we're going to try to screw that up as bad as we can before they can get that started. I'm going to leave it on the base game setting, which is humanity is vulnerable. Alliances can be enshrouded and infiltrated. So this means that I can try to like directly attack the alliance. But you can change that. You can make it where they can remove it. You can make it where you can't do it. You can make it where there can't be an alliance. So you can tailor your game pretty strongly with those settings. Other than that, let's do a custom seed. Give me a few, everyone type 1 number. I'm going to take like the first few numbers, and that's going to be our seed. While you're doing that, Andre with 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Andre. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts tonight. Very appreciated. It makes me feel a lot better when we do experimental streams when I see support for them, just like with Shadow Empire. Congratulations to Raymond Weiss, Matthew Kustra, Silver Bastion, B. Uwu, good username, Povilius Zematius for the gifted subs. Don't forget, you guys have access to the members first videos. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get this typed in here. So we are going to have 6, 7, T is not a number, 4, 6, 8, 7, 9, 3, 2. And I have to scroll down. Is it going to let me type more? Is that it? 5, 7, 2. Okay, that's our world seed. Clip it if you want to. Okay, and 4 for Palm. If you want the world seed, that's what our world seed is going to be. If you like playing on pre-gen maps, you can use these seeds. As long as you use the same world size, these will always gen the same worlds. I like random ones. Unless this is absolutely miserable, just like with Dominions, I'm going to play whatever we get. So fingers crossed it's not completely terrible here. All right, let's finally roll in. I'm going to leave hints on for now. I may turn these off later. I'll comment on some of these, some I may not. This is just telling me about basic controls. Shadow of Forbidden Gods is a game of infiltration and secret plans. Your agents serve your god and are the primary tools to weaken and undermine human society. Your god will wake slowly, and when it does, it will unlock more powers to use. Be able to recruit more agents and gain power faster. When it wakes, your agents will be undermining human societies and strengthening their enemies, such as the orcs. The heroes will oppose your agents and try to fix the damage they are doing, or even kill your agents, if your agents become too obvious. This is fine. I can already say I'm okay with this. One critique I do have, using WASD to move the map, very good. The speed at which it moves, a little much. I have to like tap the keys so we don't go just a zooming across the map. Oh, you're blocking your seed with your head. I didn't think about that. Does it show my seed here? Totally does not show my seed here. It'll be a mystery. Sorry about that. I didn't also think about where my head is. Are we okay? We're not really okay. Hang on. Let's fix that. Okay. There we go. And yeah, see, when I alt-tab, it kills the music for a second. Hint, Infiltration. Infiltration is a core element of gameplay, and it's a good place to start your work. It enables many challenges which prove useful throughout the course of the game. It represents your cultists embedded in human society, working their way into all levels, from the servants to the guards to the advisors. It can be seen on the location information, or by dark tendrils reaching into infiltrated locations map icon. Infiltrating takes longer the higher the security of the location is. Decrease security first by causing unrest, or by infiltrating surrounding locations. Unrest can be caused by a number of means, one of which is causing famine or cutting off food from surrounding villages. Okay, let's learn about our map, I think, to get started here. So, right here is our Elder Tomb. For this god, this is where we start. This is where we are hatching, sleeping, resurrecting, whatever we're doing. So when the timer ticks down and we break free of our seals, we are at seal 0 of 9. When we hit 9 of 9, we will awaken as a unit on the map. This is where we're going to come from. This also spreads our enshadowment of the map. So it is currently 100% enshadowed. The surrounding areas are at 0, but that will start spreading out from here and infecting those other areas. If there is, let's say, a ruler, that's a ruin, so no ruler. Okay, let's look over here. So in this convent, excuse me, it's a member of the Queendom of Valant. It is ruled by Baron Matt Kate. If I can get enough shadow here, this is kind of like Wyrm tongue. You'll just get to the point where I can just cause them to give up. They won't even try to stop the shadow. So that is very, very, very powerful for me. The more people I can get enshadowed, the better. There's also various powers or abilities I can do to people who are enshadowed. At the same time, other heroes are going to try to redeem them. So this is going to be, Gandalf coming in and BTFOing Wyrm tongue out of there. So again, that's something I would like to either prevent or use that as a distraction for something else that I'm going to try to do. Starting agent. Yeah, let's do the agent next. So on this god, we start with the supplicant. I think there's a couple gods who start with something different, but this is like my number one fan. This is our prophet, essentially. Rip prophet already. This is kind of a jack of all trades, generally speaking. Might is how good you are in combat. Generally speaking, your agents don't want to be in combat. You want to be sneaky sneak. The second you start murdering people on the streets, people notice that for some weird reason. So you generally, not always, but generally don't want to be doing that until you do want to do that in a weird way. So like you want to lay low until now's the moment where your sleeper agents appear, essentially. Lore is like ancient knowledge, medicine, magic, mysticism, things like that. Religion can be lore a little bit. Intrigue is sneaky abilities, doing schemes, infiltrating, bribing people, robbing people, assassination, thievery, other subterfuge. Very, very important stat. You almost always need a few good infiltrating agents. And command allows us to hire minions. Generally speaking, a couple minions are nice as just ablative armor. Think about this like bodyguards for your commanders. Generally speaking, I don't want to be in fights, but if I'm in a fight, I might want to run away. And so having somebody else to take the hits for me while I'm running away is a good thing. Conversely, orcs can get ogres, and ogres are actually pretty good fighters. So that's one case where maybe I do want to go around smashing people in the face. and I may choose to do that. We will level up. We will get to put stat points in. Certain characters also get to pick abilities. Right here, we get to pick an ability. So we could be Conduit. Whenever this agent completes an enshadowing challenge, gain 2 power. Power is up here. Right now, I can only hold 1 power, but this will go up as I break seals. We use these to use our powers, which right now we only have cloud senses, but every time we break a seal, we'll get more and more powers. So that's a pretty nice ability if you can keep pulling it off. I do like that a lot because I can use the supplicant to shadow areas, which gives me powers, which allows me to do more powers to help my enshadowment. It's kind of a self-feeding cycle. We could do Dying Light. When in a human settlement, increase shadow by 1% per turn. That can be nice in areas that's really hard to get shadow to. Certain things need a certain percentage of shadow, and this guy could just do it for me. Or we could have Martyr of the Dark. When killed in a human settlement, all points of interest become infiltrated. I don't like that on the supplicant. I tend to baby my supplicant a little bit, so having him die, generally speaking, I'm not aiming for that. I think we're going to go Conduit based on this god and the shadow focus. Okay, next, let's take a look at the map. This is kind of in a weird order. Also, that music is loud for me. I don't know if that's loud for you guys. Can we chill on that just a little bit. Oh, and here's my game seed. Here we go. For those that missed it. 674687932. Apparently that was the length I could have. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. So this is a 35 by 35. I tend to find that if you go smaller than 35 on the y-axis, you don't get an Arctic region spawning. There are reasons that you would want an Arctic, and the equator tends to be deserty, and there's reasons you would want a desert. So I tend to find that 35 gives us both. We gen 2 islands, which is interesting, but maybe not useful since it's on the opposite side of the map of my tomb. Next thing, let's take a look at nations. Find the best way, nations. Okay, so this is color coding the various nations on the map. Right away, I see we have 2 big players. The Kingdom of Tiny Number Gary, I'm going to say, and the Queendom of Taiz. Those 2 are already looking a little spicier than the other ones. So those might be interesting targets for me to go after. We'll look more in depth at them. The Kingdom of Ling. This is probably the Chinese area if I had to guess. Let's turn that off for a second. Yeah, you can see the kind of Chinese looking building. If we go in here, Chai Bainin. And there's a hero here, Mage Junhu Bainin. Ooh, they're related. Interesting. And family relationships do matter, so things like that are interesting to note. And they have kind of a kingdom down here at the edge of the wasteland, so there's a witch coven down here, but otherwise kind of vaguely not interesting. What do we got? Okay, this is from the Wilds mod I'm running, so there's a Dryad down here. What do you do, Dryad? Unremarkable Dryad. Gentle Spirit. This character will restore the HP of heroes and acolytes who enter the wilderness near them, as well as removing hunger, devastation, and plague. Ooh, I don't like that. Once every 5 turns, an empty minion slot is automatically filled with a sprite. Okay, so the thing that's cool about this mod is we can corrupt these. So generally speaking, if I can corrupt this Dryad, they'll do the opposite. So they'll go around making people hungry, causing devastation, and spreading plague. Interesting. What do we got over here? A giant brood mother, some sort of spider. Yeah. Spider that debuffs people. Okay. Kind of out of the way, although that witch coven's vaguely interesting. We could do special things to witch coven, so vaguely interesting there. On the other island, we actually have a couple kingdoms here. Oh no, it's still the same one. Fine. It's just weirdly split up, I guess. So we have orcs down here, and it looks like they're actually doing okay. They've got several camps. They've got a fortress. Unfortunately, they're kind of off on their own. Maybe they can take out this kingdom. Maybe they can't. we'll see. Okay, these are elves. Elves are powerful but brittle, able to resist shadow, disease, and are stronger in battle, but they're dependent on ritual and vulnerable to human xenophobia. Their society requires their rulers be appointed by a wayfinder, and their heroes can only be created by a sovereign. If they lose both, therefore, they fall into a crisis for years, unable to maintain succession. So this is a major hint. Elves are really, really, really powerful. If you need to take out elves, disrupt this system, and they will fall apart. They will absolutely fall apart. So if we kill the Wayfinder, and then we kill their ruler, they can't appoint a new ruler until they have a Wayfinder, and they can't get new heroes without a sovereign. So you can get them in this catch-22 that takes them forever to dig their way out of. Yeah, they also have a problem with xenophobia with humans. So starting a human-elf war is quite nice, especially if you can turn like a religious tenant against them or something. Can be really powerful. Their crystal smiths make protective crystals, we hate those, to defend against the shadow, but can easily fall into insanity if arcane secrets they depend on are turned by your agents into dangerous knowledge. So they will go to arcane secrets and they'll produce these crystals that are like HP shields for like sanity shields. We hate those. We hate those a lot. We would love to get rid of those. So if we can find out where their arcane secret is, and we can do that in here if we look for a what is that under? Point of interest finder. Yeah, we want, I gotta remind myself here, modifier finder, arcane secrets. So they need arcane secrets. There's some over here. One, okay, there's a whole bunch over there. Oops. And then one of my hotkeys just changed something I was selected. Oh, I'm typing. Arcane secret tier. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of those. Am I not able to scroll on this screen? There we go. Okay, interesting. All the magic in the world is held by this kingdom and this city. That's an interesting piece of information. That means these elves are going to have to travel somewhere over here to make their crystals. We already kind of wanted to screw with this nation, so maybe we'll set some traps up over here. Interesting piece of information. Okay, let's go back to nations. Actually, no, let's go none. Where is your person? Yeah, this is their wayfinder. So this is the one that's gonna run around the map and kind of keep people healthy. This is their army. Where is your crystal? Yeah, crystal smith. Here we are. So they're down here for whatever reason. Going to perform challenge gift ruler in elfstone. Yeah, we hate that. Stupid elfstones. Absorb shadow from its holder until it reaches 0 capacity where it shatters. I believe 198 is equal to shadow percentage. That's a lot of absorption. We hate that. We don't like that at all. Stay on your stupid island, elves. Are you elves over here too? You are. That's another set of elves. But they're going to have the same problem. They're both going to have to come over here for arcane secrets. So that's interesting. Wayfinder, a primal font. Okay. Great stag. They can hunt these down for food and other benefits. Okay, we have a witch coven over here. That's a little far away from our starting location. Let's go back to nations again. Yeah, these are all small nations, although this is an elf nation, which I don't love that being so close. We're definitely looking at spreading our shadow from here, and that's kind of a dead end. Elves are really, really good about stopping us. So we're definitely going to be spreading west, that's for sure. Okay, next thing I want to know, this kingdom. What do you got going on here? So the capital here is... Where is your capital? Right here, okay. This is their capital, King Rince Griffiths. And he has an heir who is a duchess. Okay, she likes deep ones. Ooh, little kinky duchess here, okay. Okay, that's an interesting piece of information. Maybe we could do a deep one Colt, like over here. We could get her in some trouble with that. What about you, Mr. King? You like danger. You are very usable. You are... Oh, and he dislikes one of the elves. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right, and this one right here. Okay, so we have two capital cities right next to each other. Again, I would really like it if they went to war with each other. So that's an interesting thing to note there. You are the Queen Kada. You like cooperation. You dislike discord. I hate this one. You gotta go. We do not like her. Yeah, she looks like she's gonna be trouble. How big's your army? 132 out of 143. How big's yours? Ooh, about evenly matched. Perfect. Yeah, I'm seeing some opportunities here. So the elves have to go over here to make their waystones. So I'm thinking we lay some traps over here for that. Maybe a plague over here. And then try to start a war between the two of them. That could be pretty interesting. What do you got going on? So quite a lot of unrest here. Something must have happened. I don't know what caused that. They have some destructive industry, a little bit of unrest, and some lingering resentment. So we could maybe go for a civil war type thing. That could be an interesting. They have some down here too. Okay, they have some internal strife going on here. What are you guys trying to do? So let me back up a step. This is kind of sort of like Shadow Empire, where the more you put into the game, the more I feel like you get back. Do you have to do what I'm doing right now to play? No, you don't. But I think that this is very interesting, and by forming a strategy now, I know what I'm working towards. We have the Supplicant, and we can get one more agent. So my first agent recruit is super duper important. It's really, really important that I pick the right agent here. So I need to figure out what I want to start with for strategy. And I'm definitely noticing we have something going on here. Ooh, also, I just noticed, look at who we just found. Orc Slayer, Satifis Gry. This is the chosen one. Right here. He's at 5 out of 9 HP. He's been fighting somebody. He's got 5 might, 1 lore, 2 intrigue, 7 command. He's resting and resupplying, so he's healing up. He must have been fighting bandits or something. I don't think he starts aware of us, but he will know that we're here very shortly. Essentially, he'll have like a vision, and he'll know that we are waking up. Now, there's a couple schools of thought with the chosen one. We could just kill him. Another one will rise up. And people will realize very quickly, hey, wasn't Satifis the chosen one? He died really strangely. Huh, what's up with that? Usually I find that killing the chosen one, unless you're killing them like as they're making the alliance, isn't worth it. So we want to mess with him. One way we could mess with him, we could recruit agents from his hometown, and we can double check what his hometown is. I need to remember how to do that. Let me watch. Yeah, this is going to tell me when he does things. I also can rename you. Oh, I'm totally going to rename you. You know what? Who gave that $5 a second ago? Was that Andre? Andre? Andre Extra Good. You will be our antagonist for the evening, Andre. Thank you very much for your donation. So, we are not going to kill Andre here. We want him to live a long, horrible life. So, ways we could do that. We could recruit agents from his hometown, and then we could mess with him. So, he has a family. Oh, he does not have a family. Likes mediator Burr Rupii. Who is Burr Rupii? Burr Rupii. Okay, I'm gonna need to find who that is. Duchess Grimir Griffiths. Actually, I should keep his last name. Let me add his last name back to that because that is vaguely important. So you will be Andre Griffiths, I think it was. Hope that's close enough. Yes, it is. Okay, so he is related to this Duchess. That is very important because we could screw with his family. Turns out guys don't like it when you screw with their family. So you are definitely in my crosshairs. Definitely. Are you also the heir? No, you're not. Okay. So a strong opening might be somebody from his hometown. I am very strongly considering that. We could get, well, we'll look at heroes here in a second. But yeah, there's some heroes we could pull from there that will be like his childhood best friend. Yeah, imagine the top 10 anime betrayals when his best friend turns out to be the agent of the evil god. Okay, other things of note. I did note we have a, oh, that's a ruin. That's not a coven. Ooh, I thought that was a coven. Where are my other covens? I want... That's not what I want. Point of interest. Covens. Okay, we have one up there. Covens are really nice because we get... Okay, one down here and one over there. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. That's a little bit annoying that that's over here. Those elves are going to keep that in check. We can do some special things with covens. I find they're very good early game targets. Okay, so this is looking like that might be the juice for us. So we recruit somebody from down here. Yeah. Okay, we have a citadel, a village, a citadel, and then a coven. We do have a city here, and it is a king. He's almost certainly doomed. Unless he immediately puts a ward up against evil, he's just going to get overrun. Yeah, that might be a good first target. He does have sewers. You need sewers to start plagues, so that's vaguely interesting. Okay, so let's sum up what we saw. All the magic is over here. They're having civil strife. The hero is from this kingdom, which means that these are probably going to be the alliance starters. So we have to hurt these people. We have kind of an elven barrier to the east. We have 1, 2, 3 different elf factions. That's really bad for us. We're not going to be able to do much against that. We do have some orcs over here. Maybe we could do something. 45 strength is not much. Yeah, 100, 121. There are some refugees here. I wonder where those came from. Okay. Another army. That's an elven army. Another crystal smith. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking we need to set some traps on those arcane thing. So getting somebody with high lore to go do that will be kind of important for me. Because if we can do that, it'll, instead of getting those protection items that we looked at, I think he had one, it'll do the opposite. Instead of protecting from shadow, it will in-shadow people. So that would be really powerful, and that's a way we could take out the elves. I think that's going to be my elven strategy. All this for a dog, Duchess. Okay. Let's look at agent recruitment, because I think that's what we're going to do next. I think I've already decided what I'm going to do. I think we just have such an opportunity here, but let's actually look. So create agent. These are all the agents in the game right here. Also, we can corrupt heroes. So if you enshadow a hero, you could actually like recruit them. I generally don't like doing that for various reasons I'm not going to go into right now, but that is a possibility. Then we have unique agents. So these are people I can recruit once per playthrough. If the curse dies, she's dead. You can't get her again. So you got to be careful with them. They're kind of one and done. So you have to really pick carefully, especially if you're going to be doing something dangerous. So let's just go over our choices here. The cursed is essentially Medusa. Imagine if Medusa was like a normal village girl that was cursed with evil snake hair. She's good at debuffing heroes. She can be kind of useful if you want to go explore some ruins. I tend to kind of ignore ruins. They don't generally interest me. If you play larger maps, that might be more worthwhile. I don't think we're going to go that route. Trickster is a really good one. I'm going to read their description because I think this is who we're going to start with. Some spirit of mischief and chaos has overtaken this woman, and from an early age she seems to delight in spreading confusion and disarray. Her life as a petty thief, snake oil salesman, and counterfeiter makes her a weak but flexible tool for the Elder Powers, if they wish to control her mind. The Trickster has a varied toolkit to hinder and confuse heroes. She can use personal items stolen from heroes to trick investigators into blaming those heroes instead of your agents, shifting menace gain to them instead. She can also sell ruined potions of healing, which will fail when a hero is in battle, poisoning them and slightly instead of healing. Her monkey companion, Mr. Edgar, also has a few beneficial traits, depending on how he's used. So, this is one character I know. If we get a Trickster from the Chosen One's home city, she should either be a family member or a childhood friend. So if worse comes to worse, we'll just go batshit with her and we'll cause the hero some strife and having to deal with that mess. So I feel like that's a really, really strong play in this one. Next we have the Courtier. This guy is really good. This is evil Ben Franklin. Really, really good. He has a trait that lowers security in his home city by 3. If you need to do an early game city, that really is helpful. He also has one where you lower the security in any city by 1. Also just a really, really good trait. I'm kind of wondering if maybe we do a combo here with these two. I'll get the Trickster first. We'll have him start on the opposite area. So we'll have him start over in this kingdom. We'll steal something from royalty. We'll hand it off to the Trickster, and we'll have the Trickster give it to the Chosen One. That's kind of my thought here. So this kingdom will think the Chosen One stole something, and that'll probably be enough to kick off a war. So that's a working theory. Okay, next we have the Baroness. This is essentially a vampire queen. So you can make vampires, you can start covens. She's a pretty good fighter. Like I said, I don't really like fighters very much. If I was gonna do a Shadow Empire, I might consider that. You need to use Monarch to start a Shadow Empire, but Baroness inside of a Shadow Empire might be pretty decent. She also works a lot better in Shadow, so not a very good starting hero. And you can see at the bottom here, requires a location with desecrated holy site to be able to recruit her. So she has a requirement. Next we have the Survivor. This is the last Frost Giant. This is the last of Jotunheim. And he's really, really pissed about that. So one of the reasons I like maps that have Arctic, he has a spell that's essentially Illwinter. And to do it, we have to be at a site of power in the Frost. So I don't even know if we have any sites of power up here. What is it? It's a geo. Do we not have one? Maybe we don't have one on this map. Primal Font might do it too. Where is that? Down here. We might not be able to use him on this map. You need like a place of power. There's ways you can force one. Yeah, you need like a magic place of power. He needs to go learn some more stronger magic, and then we'll essentially cast Illwinter, and we'll freeze the entire world, which will cause people to start starving, which will start wars and riots. Very, very powerful, but kind of hard to pull off. As soon as I start dabbling in magic, all the mages in the world are going to go, oh. And it's going to be like mad, mutually assured destruction. They're going to run around, grab all the arcane secrets on the map, and learn magic themselves. So it in many ways makes the game a lot harder if you start going into actually using casters. So he's very, very powerful, but he's also very hard. Plague Doctor. He, she, it arrives with the plague. The people, desperate for any relief, let the masked figure into their home, allowing him all manners of leeway, as long as it keeps promising to keep the plague at bay. So if you're gonna do a big plague play, getting a plague doctor is really worthwhile. We're gonna spread it, we're gonna make new strains, we're gonna lower resistances. Very, very powerful with that. We need to start a plague to be able to recruit them though, so not something we can do now. Monarch, this is how we make the Dark Empire. Not probably going to do that in this playthrough, but that's how you do it. This is how you start a Dark Empire, or Dark Imperium. Requires a capital city at 100% enshroudment. So that's one way we could take over a nation. The Harvester, this is like death following you around and screaming outside your window at night, is what he does. He follows people around and howls. You have to eat human souls to keep him powered up. So if you get a good plague or a good zombie apocalypse going, he is quite good. He's like a horseman of the apocalypse. Pretty darn strong, but you need to be in the right circumstances to keep him rolling. The Buccaneer. This is a orc pirate. She is really good at like raiding and pillaging. I've never really used her too much. I've tried, but I never can get an orc port built. The humans always come and stamp my orcs out before I ever really get that ball rolling. She seems really fun though. A Goblin Shaman. This is a magic user you can recruit from the orcs. And you need a human soul. So that's, again, kind of a hard one in the early game to get. We have the Dissident. This is essentially a half-elf that's very mad about being a half-elf. He's really good for, like, political chains, riots, civil wars. He's also pretty good at making elves and humans hate each other. So, pretty decent there. Aristocrat. This is like a corrupted baroness who plays the good guy, but really she's on your side. So like, if there's a huge plague, she'll demand that the kingdom come together and have a vote on how to fix the plague. But the way she'll tinker it is that half the country will benefit and half the country will suffer for the solution. So essentially you're driving a wedge in the middle of a nation. This would be really good on that Western nation if I could get enough unrest rolling. We could probably kick off a civil war with her if we could get to that point. Finally, we have 3 generic agents. You can recruit as many of these as you want. So if you somehow killed off all of your unique agents, you could still recruit these guys. We have a Hierophant. This is essentially like a preacher mage combination type guy. He's like a cultist. Yeah, that's the way to think about him. We have the Warlock. He's just kind of a generic magic user. And we have an Orc Warlord, who you want to use if you're going to try to play the Orcs and take them over. As I mentioned, for this one, I'm going to start here, and I think we're going to go Trickster. This is just too much of a good opportunity, so we're going to go Trickster. We're going to do it right there. Yes. All right, so this is our Trickster. 3 might, 1 lore, 4 intrigue, 2 command. We can have an attack monkey, we can have a pickpocket primate, or an adorable monkey. Attack monkey, we can steal items in combat. This will probably have 1 fight, and it's when I purposely want her to die, so probably not. When we go to a location with a hero, we could steal 15 gold. 10 turn cooldown. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Or adorable monkey. When you first acquire the trait, the 2 nearest heroes without any opinion on the agent will gain a liking. So, I think we're going to go adorable monkey. That's going to be the chosen one, and I'm not sure who else, but that's fine. We're going adorable monkey. Andre Griffiths. Before being recruited, the Trickster's path took her to various villages and cities nearby, and her pet and accomplice, Mr. Edgar, gained her many friends. Andre Griffiths was one of those, and retains fond memories of her. Oh, would you look at that? Childhood friends, maybe with benefits, and her pet monkey. They're just such good friends. Just really supporting her friend who's the chosen one. What could possibly go wrong? And we got Mage. Okay, not a bad one, actually. Mage is another one of our friends. Where are you at? Okay, good. So we're gonna really screw with this empire, is what that means. Do they have any other heroes, or did I get both of their heroes? They do. They have this guy. They have a mediator. Okay, so this is the only guy not affected by our trickster. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So, next. Okay, let's look at a city here. So, where did I say your capital was? It is right here. Okay, so up here we have various different screens we can look at. National actions. This is what the ruler of the nation is doing. So right now they are worsening relationships with the elves of Tapas. Who are the elves of Tapas? These guys. Thank you. I really like that. I support you. Gotta watch out for those knife ears. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, that's another opportunity. Maybe we could kick off an elf-human war over here. Okay, back to what I was saying, though. So they have a national action. This is what the ruler is choosing to do for their nation. These are all the actions that they could choose to do. So a lot of things. And it will tell you, I don't think it's going to show much right now, but it'll tell you the value so you can predict what they're going to do. So once they're done worsening relations, they'll probably start appeasing the nobles. When they're done with that, who knows what they're going to be at. This can be important because it's good to know what they're doing. Like I just saw there, there's a huge opportunity to kick off a riot war here. What are no, you're the capital. What are you guys doing? Improve relations with the Kingdom of Giri. We hate that. We don't like that at all. So I might want to come over here and try to cause some monkey wrenches because I don't want these guys to like each other. I want them to hate each other, actually. Okay, that's here. Next is local actions. So this is going to be like, what is the ruler of this castle doing? He's taxing his civilians. How about over here? Same thing, same thing. Reduce unrest. How about over here? Brutal crackdown. Okay, these guys have some major problems. These guys are kind of ripe for the picking, if I'm being honest. Okay, brutal crackdowns. Is it going to show me here? Reduces unrest by 40, but it gives them resentment. Yeah, so positive tags cruelty, negative tags discord. Why does that matter? This guy right here. Oh, he likes Andre. Another person caught in my web. If he disliked cruelty, he probably wouldn't do brutal crackdown. So the traits of the characters do matter a lot. Who's your Baron Green Angler? You like the Duchess, you hate orcs. Okay, wait. There's somebody named Prodant Peas. Sure, why not? Do you guys hate them back? Is that what's going on here? What are you guys doing? Improve relations. Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that at all. Okay, let's continue dissecting a city here. Challenges. These are things that my agents can do. So I could infiltrate things, I could bribe the guards, I could brutally assassinate someone, I could fund colonization, I could lay low, I could rest, I could recruit, I could buy items. What do you have? Boots of the Scholar. Wear gains XP. Those are really nice, actually. My supplicant could sure use a nice pair of boots. Forgettable ring. -5 profile. Ooh, okay. We haven't talked about profile yet, but that's not a bad item. Okay, and a second pair of boots. Yeah, okay. Interesting. And this is going to be different depending on where you're at. So if we went to another city, here's... Okay, so here, remember we had the arcane secrets over here? I could put dangerous knowledge. Causes this arcane secret to inflict 10 sanity damage to any hero mage who studies it. So this is the trap I was talking about. We could learn arcane secret. This is how I gain magic. Or we could... Okay, learning it removes the arcane secret and gives it to me. Researching the secret, I gain a level and don't remove it. So that's the difference there. Over here they have docks. Docks could be useful. I could make plague ships and send plague ships out to spread diseases. That could be pretty useful. Anything else of interest here? We also need have docks to do malign catch. This is the deep one colts. So I'd have to be in a place with docks to be able to do that. Next is quests. This is what heroes could do. So a hero could come here and do training. They could recruit knights. They could gift an elf stone. We hate elf stones, if I haven't said that enough times. They could sabotage rulers if they hate each other. So we would really like it if everyone in this world hated each other and fought. Very interested in that. Finally, we have modifiers. This is a good example. So here they have some kind of destructive industry. I don't know exactly what they're doing there, but that's really good for me and really bad for them. They have a bunch of unrest, and they're doing that brutal crackdown. So they're going to lower this unrest, but they're going to cause lingering resentment. This is basically like the peasants like, yeah, remember when the Lord executed my cousin? I hate him. This is really good for me. I would like lots and lots of lingering resentment. Let me catch up on chat here for 1 second. Sorry for the wait there, Casey. Casey with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. We have Arispe Matt, Dima Moore, Z Davo, C Sand, Steve K, and Steve K. Thank you very much, Casey, for the gifted membership. Congratulations to those who received it. Okay, yeah, if I was playing single player, I would do this for the most of the world. I think that's enough because I know my opening plays here. Let's actually go do some plays. So we have 1 point of power. I could cloud senses. Essentially, I can befuddle a hero. I can't use this on the chosen one. That is of note specifically. I don't need to do that. Nobody's doing anything I care about at the moment. We need to choose what our supplicant is going to do. We want to do a lot of is infiltrate. By infiltrating, that's putting cultists in charge, getting them as guards, getting them as cooks, getting them as merchants, infiltrating the local thieves guild, all that kind of stuff. And we'll have people on the inside working for us. What that means mechanically is, A, we need that to do certain actions, and B, my passive shadow will spread faster if I've done that. So I think here, yeah, I'm not able to well shadows here either. That is another thing of note, I suppose. I could drop a cache here. I don't have anything to drop, so nothing there. So I was going to ignore these elves, but now I'm thinking about this coven. I still think that's presumptuous. I think I want to get this coven up and running. I'm just debating if I want to... I think I do want to infiltrate my way that direction. So let's go to this citadel here. So these are the actions I can take here. I'm going to do the infiltrate fortress. All these different locations do different things. So a fortress is different than a village. A village is going to provide food for the towns it's next to. The citadels, I believe, have something to do with the human armies. Cathedrals tend to spawn in Lightbringers or cleric type people. Things like that. What else is there? Same with covenants. There could be catacombs, there could be holy sites, things like that. Generally speaking, cities are more of our target, cities and towns, because they have more people in it. Why does that matter? To win the game, we need to destroy humanity. We can do that any way we want. We could get them in the Dark Empire. We could enshroud or make insane all the human leaders and heroes. Or we could enshroud the entire population. Or we could kill everybody. So any combination of those things is how we win. So getting this shadow spread, and we have the most spread from here, so I kind of want to get a pipeline, and we're kind of cornered up, unfortunately, where we started. So we really need to get this shadow moving this direction. So I'm going to move to the citadel here, and we are going to start our infiltration. I also just noticed there's a deep one cult here. Interesting. King Chok Ronius. You dislike cooperation. I approve. I like that a lot. They have a city palace, a dock, and a market. And they already have a deep one cool. Oh, here's one of those geomatic loci I was looking at for the frost giant. Okay. Deep one cult. There's not much I can do with them once I found them. If they can get going, though, they will start kidnapping people and turning them into deep ones. If they get strong enough, they'll collapse this and then they'll start spreading. So that would be the ideal. That's very interesting. They started with. Did anyone else start with one of those that I just didn't notice? Nope, just that one. A little unfortunately placed, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, Trickster. Now you have all kinds of things you can do. Different items here too. -5 menace. Gain 1 gold every time you move. That'd actually be kind of good in the early game, but I don't have 35 gold. Oh, I do. I started with 40 gold. Okay, here is the Trickster's family. Let's see how we did. Okay, we are in, boys. We are in. Other family, Andre. So the Trickster is related to Andre. Also related to the Duke here, the Baron. All right, we are going to cause so many problems with the Trickster. Not even going to be funny. Well, it will be funny for me. I'm really tempted to buy these boots as my opening move. Every time I move, I get a gold. No, let's not. So I could start the infiltration here. This city has 6 security. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know the exact equation, but you can basically think about security negating 1 point of intrigue. So this would be a fool's errand. In order to infiltrate this city, I need to go infiltrate the surroundings. So essentially, I'm going to infiltrate the coven, and then they're going to have priests go to preach in town, but they're really my cultists, or the bastion or castle. Like some of the soldiers will go back to town, but they really work for me. So that's how you break into these harder security places. Notice security here is 1, much, much, much easier. And I think we're going to immediately just go to here because this is going to be working in tandem with that. Alternatively, we could go start that stealing thing. That would be here. But in order to do that, I need to get a whole bunch of infiltration. That's going to take me a bit. I think we're going to start small over here. So let's move here. We'll do the holy site. So we get +4. That's because of our intrigue. We need to do 74 progress, which is going to take us 19 turns. Up here, ditto with 19 turns. So typical Babel, only an hour and 12 minutes in and we're rolling our first turn, but now we're going to roll turns really, really fast. So those are 2 actions. We can't recruit anyone else. We don't have anything to spend power on. Let's roll a turn. And that's it. That's a turn right there. Not a lot of fanfare on it. So 18 turns to go. Unless we get an event, I'm just going to roll turns here. It's going to be really quick at the beginning because I don't have very many agents and they're very bad at what they're doing. Beginning quest. Andre is beginning a quest of rest and resupply in the city of Rentus. Right? Another thing I want to do, I want to go put some poisoned healing potions here. So our buddy Andre will go buy some poison at some point, but not yet, not yet. We got other things to do for now. Void lice. The Trickster encounters vile tubed creatures not native to this world. The mere awakening of one such as you causes the barriers linking realities to weaken. And where the veil between realms is thin, perverse creatures that exist in the void between planes can attack the unwary without warning. Should the Trickster fight or avoid them? So this is our Trickster here. We could lose 2 health. We have 5 HP. We could avoid them and lose 10 challenge. That would be 2 turns of progress, essentially. Or we could give up. If I took the damage, it would take me 3 turns to heal, so I'm just going to avoid them and take the delay. Political marriage. Ooh. Wayfire in some Bant has joined King Dinam in matrimony. They're bonded to the people. Okay, so where are you? Okay, so you... Where are you? Okay, you're just the Wayfinder. That's actually not very impactful for me. What I don't want is like a political marriage between these two. That means I would need to murder somebody. So, very happy we didn't get that. And the orcs are... what are you doing? Okay, yeah, they're working. I would love it if the orcs would start fighting the elves at the same time this kingdom attacks them. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, though. All right, let's roll it. Cracked molar. Just as the supplicant catches up to the one who's been spying on her for several weeks, the man hobbles and crashes down before her feet, his foaming mouth twisted to a smile as his skin starts turning pale. This one will give no answers. The supplicant is performing a challenge. We could lose 10 challenge progress. If we had 4 lore, we could gain challenge progress, but we don't. So we'll just have to say disappointing. There's various hotkeys I can use to look at the map. This is the number 1. That's the one I tend to pop up when I'm looking around. What are you doing here, buddy? Combat banditry. Oh yeah, I'm here with my friend. Yeah, I'm here to help you to combat those bandits. Yeah. Definitely not infiltrating the holy site at night. Andre Griffiths is aware. Okay, here it is. Andre Griffiths is now 100% aware. This represents them being aware of your presence, nature, and true threat. If they are not highly enshrouded, they will try to act against you and defend the world. The Chosen One is often the first to gain awareness and will spread it to rulers, who will spread it to heroes who rest in their cities and villages, who will then spread it further, with their motivation growing with world panic. The map view can be used to track geographic spread of awareness. Awareness is required for the formation of the Alliance, a collection of nations who will oppose you directly in the final conflict for the world. Aware rulers will also ward more often and fund the Chosen One. Now, just because he knows we're here, doesn't mean he's going to immediately go do that. So we'll keep an eye on him and see what he does. He probably won't. World Panic's only at 2%. That's nothing. Traveling to reduce unrest in the town of Freth. I get my tea roll in here. All right, that's totally fine. All right, seal broken. Another seal breaks. Your god comes closer to return. Your maximum power increases, so now we have 2 out of 2, and we gain my favorite power for the snake. Eyes in the shadow. Boost the infiltration in selected location. So for 2 power points, I can enshroud 1 infiltration location. So if I did it, say here, if I did it here, it would grab the lowest one, so it would grab the market. You can't do it multiple times, so you could just get started in cities. But for outlying areas, I could instantly do it. You would not be a terrible location for this. I'm grabbing both of these. All you have is sewers. He's gonna have, after you do the sewers, you have to do the throne room too. I like the idea of that because our shadow's spreading from here. If we look nearby, 4%, 4%, 4, 4. So getting this fully enshadowed would be really nice because then it can spread further down the network. Conversely, there's also a lot of random events that want you to spend your power on them. No, I do think this is going to be an early game attempt here. So let's use our power. Let's do Eyes in the Shadow. Town of Fress. Yes. I don't want them getting wards up because that's going to majorly hamper my spread. Hireling recruited. This is from my mod, I believe. So these are people I could go murder with less repercussions than a normal hero. So this is why it makes it harder, because I just don't have agents to go do that. Queen Kata hired a professional diplomat in hopes of smoothing relations with their vassals and the world societies. Yeah, we hate you. We do not like you at all. Boots of the Scholar. A personal... Ooh, we would like to rob you. We would like to rob you a lot. Personal item of Queen Kata. Okay, we steal that. We steal that here. And then we give it to the king. That's the plan. We can't do that now, but keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. How we doing? 10 turns remaining. 10 turns remaining. A bounty placed. Duke Ness has announced a bounty of 35 gold for whoever kills Mediator Boar. Why do you hate... You're in the same kingdom. Yeah, you just really hate him. And so does your heir. Okay, interesting. Mediator. Okay. Yeah, we should definitely get rid of that guy, for sure. Okay, not much I can do to affect that at the moment, but sure. You require 2 things to summon an agent. Space in your roster and a recruitment point. You gain recruitment points over time and your roster expands as your god breaks free. We are still at 2 out of 2, so nothing else I can do there. Nope. Let me scroll down. Apparently I had my chat scrolled up. This might take longer than 1 stream. I'm assuming it's going to take 2. Yeah, I totally agree, Perry. First turn, just like with Dominions, but more so because I have better information. It's very important you analyze your map. Like, picking the wrong strategy is going to make things way harder on yourselves. Hey, Abby, welcome in. Synthol, good to see you. Your trickster is an heir of that covenant. Were they? Covenant or castle? Very interesting. I don't know if you could actually inherit with an agent. I mean, I've never had that happen, at least. Cats Are Evil 101. Love the game. Glad you found it. Yeah, I actually bought this back on release. And I can prove it. I have a review on there. So you could go look at my review from years ago before I even did Dominions. Yeah, cool game. Cool game. The Brutalist Chairman. Hi, Babel. Been loving your content for a bit. First time I ever caught a stream. Hey, well, welcome in, man. Based on your name, Brutalist Chairman, with the red star, I hope you watched my Workers and Resources stream VODs. Right up your alley, I am sure. Hey, Shannon. Listening from work. We'll watch the VOD later. This game is so good. It's doing well tonight. I'm very impressed yet again, so I think it's just showing me I need to put more experimental games on stream nights. Is this a randomly generated map? Yes, Epic Feather. It's 35 by 35 is the size, and I took some numbers from chat for a seed. Dangerous Ruins. The expedition made it to the vaults of pre-human knowledge, and plunders are dangerous. If those braving the wilderness make it through the inhospitable nature that seems to gather around the local places of off-dark powers, there's no safety past the point at which the predators refuse to hunt. The supplicant tests the floor for traps with a stick and is promptly sliced by a razor-sharp discus flung from an unseen piece of ancient machinery. It's a little solace to them that this means she's in the right place. We have 5 HP. We could lose 18 challenge. We could have used a power, but I already spent it. We could take a chance of getting wounded. 50-50, 2 or 4 damage. That is very painful. 18 progress is what? 5 turns. That's a long delay. I'm going to continue regardless. Please don't hit me for 4 damage. Okay. Okay, we took 2 damage. As the supplicant wanders the ruins, she hears an unsettling click as their foot sinks on a pressure plate, and she's pelted with shards of obsidian from every direction. This will sting on the morrow, and 1 or 2 were dangerously close to the eyes, necks, and other vital parts. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been. Please don't kill my supplicant on turn 17 before we've literally completed a single challenge. Bartering for access. The trickster made her offer in gold and then threatened to ruin the woman, but the marine merchant is unimpressed. The cult needs her access and she knows it, as well as how much she can ask for it. We could pay her. We gain 25 progress. 25 progress is a lot. That would actually finish us. But we're also relatively close. I don't know if I want to spend most of my money. We could lose 10 challenge progress. I kind of want that money to bribe guards, so I'm going to say no. I'm probably going to have to bribe these guards. Security is 8? Never mind, I'm not even getting in there. Holy moly. We're going to get that down to 6. If I bribe, that would get them down to 5. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do this. Why is your security so bloody high? The ruler has really high intrigue stats. And it's a capital. Okay. Yeah, oof. I do not like that location at all. That's a big oof. What are you doing over here? Combating banditry. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, some other stats that are important. Well, let's do that actually when they come up here. When we finish a thing in a second. Okay, he's resting and resupplying. That's fine. The supplicant completes Infiltrate Fortress. The shadow will spread faster than normal rate to infiltrated locations, such as the cult welcomes the darkness in. Cultists join the watch alongside regular guards. Identical to the normal eye, they recognize each other with a single scar on their left eyelid, marking themselves as those who have seen the truth beyond what is taught in academics or the palace tutorage. We completed the infiltrating of the holy site. Okay, so these minor locations only have one spot to infiltrate, so now I am fully in. We could do various things. We could assassinate people. We could rob the treasury, which maybe. We could do some thievery. We could bribe guards. We could raid. We could assassinate. There's various other things. If I had a good magic user, Death of the Sun, reduce the temperature of the entire world, slowly making the world uninhabitable for humanity. Each effects applied each turn based on the geometric locus strength and caster lore stat. Requires level 3 geomancy, so I would need to go grab 3 arcane secrets to be able to do that. We also could do a volcano. Heroes will come here and do Bountiful Harvest. Whole bunch of magic stuff to do here. I'm not going to do any of that, so we're not going to look at it. There are some ruins. I'm not interested. Lay low. So every time we do things, we gain profile and menace. Profile is how known you are. So like a celebrity would have a really high profile. Anywhere they go, the newspaper's going to report on them. People are going to talk about it. They're going to be on the news, yada, yada, yada. We don't want that. We don't want anybody to know who we are. Menace is how much of a threat you are. So if you have really high profile and really low menace, everyone knows where you're at, but nobody cares, right? Because you're not a danger. If you get high menace, this encourages people to come deal with you. And you can see that under threats. Nobody cares about us yet, so the only threat we have is Andre is the chosen one. That is the only threat we currently have. So nobody's targeting them, nobody cares. However, you build up a minimum. So right now I have 2 profile. When I lay low, that's going to go down. I'm going to let both of these go down. I don't know what the exact equation of this is, but I think it's like, I always think in my head, it's the square root. So if you get menace really high, it's going to raise my minimum, and I'll never be able to go below that ever again, which will in turn mean I'll raise menace higher from there, and it will just spiral. So you got to kind of keep tabs of this. You don't want to let this get out of control. Also, I see our supplicant leveled, so we could get stealthy. Loses 1 point of profile per point of intrigue every turn. This does not take you below your minimum. I like this trait. I'm not going to grab it yet, though. I'm going to grab... I like building lore because we're probably not going to recruit a mage, and I need somebody to have lore. But conversely, I also need intrigue because we're going to do intrigue things right now. Let's get the lore because I'm going to enshadow. And remember, we took the trait where we gain power points for enshadowing. So let's speed that up. So we'll take the lore. Oh, I can't even unshadow here. I have to do that in a town now that I think about it. That's okay. We'll still be able to use that. It's also important to have some baseline stats for various events. Okay, that's totally fine. We're not going to be able to get in here. There's not much you can do in here. I could go to the ruins. I could recruit ogres. Ogres are kind of dangerous because they increase your profile quite a bit and your menace. I don't want to do that. Let's lay low. Let's get this burned off. Ditto here. Let's just... Oh, I can't even lay low here. Okay. We'll just have to eat that one for now. Which direction am I going? This is a nice target. Security is 6, so 5, 4. And then I could bribe, but that's still going to be kind of hard to do. Might still be worth it. Alternatively, 8 security is pretty darn high. I'm not going to be able to get that anytime soon. We're going to get this one and this one next, or I go this way. No shadow here yet. You're up to 11. This will start spreading faster. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's get this one. Infiltrate that fortress. I want to get some shadows started, but then I need to go somewhere else and do a distraction. So I kind of am laying the groundwork here, but I don't want to focus on this too much because the heroes will easily be able to counter me. Like, this is a choke point right here for my shadow. If they ward this, that's going to be a huge pain. Seal broken. Another seal breaks. Your god comes closer to return. Maximum power increased. Gain an agent slot. Fleeting servant. Creates a fleeting servant modifier on a given location as a distraction. Heroes will believe it's a threat. It has 30 profile and 50 menace, and may engage in a heroes may engage in a short quest to defeat it. Okay, that's pretty nice. We can use that as a distraction. We have to do it where there's lots of shadow though, and we don't have lots of shadow yet, so unusable at the moment. With our next agent slot, I think we're gonna go here, and we are going to get the courtier. I think I'm just gonna straight up do that. We see a play here, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it here. Select. Okay, man of means. We could start with 150 gold. I don't like that one. You could just rob people. I mean, why earn money when you could just take somebody else's? Am I right? Familiar face. While in your home location, lose 3 security. So that would be only in this city. Very powerful, but I don't like that one because it's so specific. I like noble connections. Whoop. That gives me lower security in all cities by 1 for him. So here, it's 7, and that's with his -1. If we got this, that'd be 6, 5, 4. We could get it down to 4 pretty easily. That mediator doesn't have the item anymore. What did you do with that item? Interesting. All right, we're not going to be able to do any like crazy robberies or anything here at the moment. Not until I have some infiltration. We have 40 gold. Concealed dagger costs 35 gold. Gives us 1 intrigue and 1 might. Ooh. Sign of unwarding. Reduces wards in the target's location by 2 per turn. Very powerful. Wow, okay. Been a hot minute. I don't even remember that item. We don't have any wards on the map yet, though. I think we're going to buy a concealed dagger. Getting that extra intrigue stat will take us up to 5 for our baseline. The diplomat had the item. Yeah, this is the diplomat right here. Oh, no, that's mediator. Yes, you are right. You are right. Where did you go, diplomat? Orc Slayer. Mediator. Man, there's a lot of mediators. They're trying to quell this unrest they've got going on. I don't like that. Mediator. Can I find... that's actually not very helpful, if I'm being honest. Character traits, I don't think that's going to help me much either. Riot, Andre, Crystal Smith. Oh, maybe they just ran out. They're only temp unit. Okay, it was only a temp unit. Okay, they're not on the map anymore. Rats. That's okay. We can still steal an item. It just would have been safer to do it to them. Sitting on the coast. This is a mage. This... Oh, you are right. Okay, so this is from the mod. That's probably why they're not showing up, because they're not actually a hero. Good eye. And I do have that item. Okay, I'm definitely... Yeah, let's put a watch on you, too. I don't want to lose you. A diplomat. Can I rename you? That's not a cool name. KC. KC the diplomat. We're keeping our eyes on you. I'm not above bribery, as I've shown. Catch up on chat here real quick. Dolno says, I'm listening from work, but just got on break. Awesome to have you, man. Mainly Dominions and Tale of Immortal, but I'll check it out. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed those. I played a bunch of this, and he's already more aware of more things than me. I've also played a bunch of I've never actually played any modded gods. I've only played the baseline ones. I vote for the giant snake. He'll reduce my taxes. Well, they do come with a sloth scale. So I don't know if they'll reduce your taxes, but they will eat you. Okay. I think we're good there. So you're going to buy the dagger. That's a nice little cha-ching right there. You are going to lay low. We're going to burn this down. I would have liked to lay low with you, but I couldn't do it at the convent. Oh, I still needed to get the catacombs. I didn't realize there were 2 spots there. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the fortress and we'll backtrack. Or actually, we'll just have the supplicant do it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's roll some more turns here. Reach minimum profile, but not menace. We will take that. Yoink. Take all, done. Bought an item from the market. So now that gives us 5 intrigue and a second might, which not super useful for him, but I won't say no. Okay, so now see, like, we could just attack this mage. The odds of us killing him, though, he has the same might we do. Might is basically attack. So every round we'll do each other 2 damage. Be dumb to do. Be really dumb to do. All right, we're not going to do this either, because this is just too bloody hard with this much security. So we're going to need to go do some other infiltration. Let's do this one first. Organized descent. Adds an organized descent modifier to this location, which decreases security and increases unrest for many turns or until the ruler changes. Requires location with a ruler and either lingering resentment or unrest above 100%. Does not stack. Okay, you have some lingering resentment, but it's going down. Plague immunity. Why do you have plague immunity? Did you guys have a plague come through here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. That would not be a bad one, but that we're not going to be able to get that off in time. Fuel the fire is command. We're okay. We have a 3, but not great. Yeah, we're just going to infiltrate the farming. 15 turns for him. Lay low is done. Yep, we're at our minimum, so there's no lower we can go. All right, we're going to go finish up this because I missed the catacombs. We'll do that. Now we're down to just 13 turns. Very nice. And that's going to be because we infiltrated the other location and we lowered their security from 1 to 0. So it's easier to do my infiltration here. Andre is traveling to perform the quest Sabotage Ruler. Excuse me? At location City of Fiat. Okay, we'll have to come back to that thought. Letter of recognition. Queen Biel Derme has written to Sir Helens Pivres in a bid to stop the hostility between the two. Queen Duer argues they should put aside their differences and work together for humanity's many common foes. The letter could be intercepted or words twisted. So we could let fate decide. 65% chance the two characters rebuild their relationship. We don't like that. 20% no effect. 15% they don't like each other. We could have my cult act, but I need infiltration, which I don't have. Or we could poison their words for 1 power. They hate each other more than they already do. Yeah. Write about how much you want to rub her feet. We'll just change a few letters around here. The letter of lives reworked. Its ink twisted into hateful new words. retaining the style of the original author, but now undermining any possible hope of their conflict ending soon. All right, so who was that? Do I have a ruler? Okay, those are houses. So houses are obviously the noble houses. So there's a really big house right here. Another way you could go, just how I made this a childhood friend of the hero, you could do something like be born into this house if this was a house you wanted to try to ruin. So just another way you could take a swing at that. Holy order. Do we have any holy orders? I didn't even look at that. Does not appear we have any holy orders on this one. People. People is what I want. They had that weird last name. Yeah. You. Okay, so you're over here. Okay, so they're trying to make nicey nice with the elves over here. Okay. That's what I needed to see. Wayfinder is moving to attack Orc Upstart. Yeah, elves also like to get combat bears. Elven war bear. We hate those too. 2 attack, 3 defense. She's probably gonna slaughter the upstart. Where are you? You. She's gonna go kill this guy. You want these guys because these are the guys who really kick the orcs into high gear. He doesn't stand a chance. 4 might. He's a dead boy. He already's even wounded. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Yeah, you should have been a better upstart. Okay, good to go. Does this have multiplayer? Nope, single player game only. You cannot be taxed if you're dead. That's what you think. Did you see my, or maybe I never did a permanent employment Stellaris game. Yeah. You think death's gonna get you out? Resurrect, get your butt back on that typewriter. You're not going anywhere, Vant. You're not going anywhere. Ever heard of death taxes? Inheritance tax? You think death will be the end. Oh, you sweet summer child. Curious nobles. The tricksters brought before Serios Bastion's curious nobles. The local elite have sought our pawn out and are willing to assist her, either to further their own mundane goals or to simply partake in something extraordinary. All must first be convinced that they are the one supporting before a single copper is given away. Your agent's refusal to prove herself would affect her mystique fame, perhaps for the better. This totally reminds me of Cultist Simulator, where it's like people want just that taste. They just want that taste, and boy, do they get themselves in trouble for it. So we could do a display. We gain 25 gold, we lose 5 challenge, we gain profile. I don't love profile. In this case, I don't hate it. We don't really need the money at the moment. We could lose some challenge, we would lose some profile. We're not really worried about our profile. I'll take the money. I don't really like either of those options at the moment, but is what it is. What are you up to? 7 profile, that's fine. That's not that bad. I am playing rather quick here. I mean, you can watch. In fact, there's our target just moving back over here. How close are you to being done? 7 turns. Night out at an inn. This week, the courtier finds he has no task to be completed. Everything's in order for now. No poisons or bribes to administer to officers, no traitors, no accidents, no opportunities. It's as if Ron's village inner workings have ground to a halt for the coming week. A rare chance to simply let loose and enjoy himself. Wherever else should he end up but at an inn? We could join the raucous and lose 5 minutes, or we could keep a low profile and lose profile. We're at 0-0, so it really doesn't matter. We'll have some raucous. Old evil. This is Bizarro Ben Franklin. I see you, diplomat. Where are you going next? The alchemist. The trickster has discovered a gaggle of alchemists. These poor fools, driven by a dangerous mixture of curiosity and naive, yet arrogant greed, imagine themselves on the verge of solving life's problems. Immortality led to gold. Their desires are pedestrian, yet their approach could bear fruit, if guided by those who know more. We could deceive them. We lose 15 challenge points, add 50% shadow. I like that. We could lose and gain some gold. I really don't need this gold. I am totally willing to lose that for 50% shadow. Booyah. Yeah, look at that. 50%. We can start messing with people with that amount. Baroness Proset Griffiths. Yeah. 2 turns left. We're up to 10 because she keeps getting delayed. And Ben Frank. You know what? Can I rename you? I do want to rename you. Evil Ben Franklin. Evil Ben Franklin. Alright. 3 turns remaining for Ben. Bounty placed. Excellent. Remember, I twisted her words that she wants to play with his feet or whatever. And yeah, now they hate each other. And she just put a bounty of 35 gold. Now you can actually claim that. So if I found this guy and killed him, I actually could claim that bounty. The supplicant suddenly feels unwell and poison racks their system. A human that deals in stealth and precision, less direct and visible in their methods than the usual hero, has managed to poison her. They may have to slow down their progress, or we could heal them with a measure of our power. So our supplicant currently has 6 HP. We could heal them. They could lose 2 HP and 10 progress. I'm gonna lose the progress. The sun begins to set. The first shadow begins to take hold. As the world becomes slightly darker, you expand your shadow. The nobles and heroes of the world will become obscured by darkness and lose the ability to defend themselves against your coming dominion. The stars shine less brightly. You'll love to see it. Alright, here's Footboy down here. Challenge Sabotage Ruler. I'm kind of rooting for Foot Fetish down here. You should definitely sabotage this ruler. Agents performing sabotage ruler. I want to see what that actually does. Undermines a ruler. Outcome of this action is randomly chosen due to disagreements, rivalry, political tension, or other causes. Tags drive them. Positive tags cruelty. Negative tag cooperation. You like combat. You like an orc slayer. You dislike queen. And he just literally hates that queen. That's just literally it. We like this guy. We hope he succeeds a lot. No, Ben Franklin was a womanizer in France. Well, he's a womanizer in the Queendom of Tyzim, too. Ladies can't withstand that coonskin cap. He's just too cool for school. Like, legitimately, he actually would go and, like, hand those out at parties. They could not get enough of, coonskin caps. Yeah, I hope that guy gets that sabotage off. That would actually be really helpful to me. Okay, 2 turns left, 8 turns left, 1 turn left. Evil Ben Franklin completes Infiltrate. Good. Okay. Now, we don't have a second thing I need to infiltrate here, so we're done. Where did that diplomat go? Lost him again. Oh, back here. Okay. Encourage harmony. Oh, we hate that. We hate that. You don't have very good stats. Okay, let's go see if we can... You still have the item, right? You do. Let's go see if we can get this. I'm, like, super wanting to do that, so... Yeah, let's nab that quick. 7 turns left. 1 turn left. Okay, done. Infiltrate the catacombs. Infiltrate the fortress. Alright, you... We're up to 3 profile, 10 minutes. Again, we're just gonna chill. Oh, we cannot lay low at the Covenant. And I don't have enough shadow here. Are you able to lay low here? No. Yeah, okay, so this is what we need to do. So misleading clues. Places a misleading set of clues which indicate that the hero is responsible for the crimes of your agent. The next challenge to be accomplished in this location will give its menace and profile to the hero instead of your agent, using a personal item stolen from them. Does not affect heroes' rulers from blaming your agent for assassination. Alright, so I kind of need you to do the theft, actually. Alright, so you head over here. J.K. Ben, you could just infiltrate that fortress. Alright, and you... We could come over here and do a Well of Shadows. That would spread this 50% to these locations. I kind of like that idea. Let's go ahead and do that. 18, 24, 23. Yeah, you can see that having these infiltrated spots definitely increases that. 5%, 2%. Maybe I should grab this. It's such a dead end, though. Probably not. Probably not. I could do an infiltrate here. This isn't the capital, though. This is another one I would probably want to get, because we're going to mess with her. Although we're going to need to mess with this one here, too. Let's do it here. Well, I'm not maxed out. Let's just save it for now. Let's keep a little in the tank. Trickster, you are going to get extra intrigue. Download says, I like to imagine the trickster as a moody teen. You don't get it, Dad? The age of mankind is over! Medieval grunge music. What's this, to bardcore? Smells like teen peasant. Ooh. Ooh. Deep Ones. The Deep Ones are a minor race of whom can build an ad hoc alliance. Nurturing their cults by keeping them hidden from heroes will allow you to curse human families, changing them into Deep Ones who can assist you. When past 100% charge, the cult will cause shadow and madness in the affected location. If the cult reaches 300%, it will assume control and allow you to transform nearby human populations into yet more Deep Ones. That is this location. I have no idea why they have this cult here and why they're not dealing with it. It's almost to 100%. Like, do you like Deep Ones? You don't. I have literally no idea. Like, what are you doing? You're literally doing nothing. Muster... The local action is muster defenses. And you're not doing anything nationally. Weird. Okay. I mean, sure, be dumb. I'm okay with that. Andre has sabotaged... Oh, I forgot about that. Duke Ness by stirring up trouble, causing unrest in the city to increase to 100%. Man, this is not a very good chosen one. That's all I gotta say. Kingdom of Giri. Oh, and they're fighting each other too. That's so perfect. Another seal is broken. Maximum power increases. Dangers in the dark. Increases the danger of all quests and neutral challenges in this location by 7. Serpent's Coils. Influences a trade route which starts and ends in an infiltrated city, causing it to add 1% shadow to all locations it passes through for 25 turns. That could be pretty interesting, actually. We could start... Where are my trade routes at? Trade route. Yeah, like we could start here. And then we could end it here, and like all these connections would be shadowed. That would be really powerful, actually. That may be something we need to look at some point. Okay, so he sabotaged the queen. He did succeed. He did infrastructure damage that cost her 100 gold. I think they're having a financial crisis over here. And I think what happens is they keep taxing. Yeah, they're taxing people. By taxing people, it makes them get unrest. And then they're not dealing with the unrest properly, which we can see like here, which causes unrest. And then to deal with that, they're doing the, what was it? Brutal crackdown. And the brutal crackdown is causing lingering resentment. So they're kind of in a death spiral already. I haven't even done anything to them. I feel like they're like blaming me, and it's like, I didn't even do anything. What are you guys talking about? I'm over here causing problems. So we kind of lucked out that 50% of the world's superpower is already messed up. We should definitely take advantage of that. Yeah. Okay, so, but you, Andre, you sabotaged over here. Okay, so this is internal strife. Interesting. What is your problem? Likes madness. Okay. It says Duke Ness. Do you dislike the Duke? Like, what is your problem? You do. You just have a personal grudge. Likes the trickster. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you do. Bet you do. Alright, I have a little bit of extra power now. I'm kind of thinking this became way more interesting with that trade route thing. Let's use a power. Let's do Eyes in the Shadow to here. And that'll let my shadow go quicker down to here. And we'll just passively let this place enshroud. Yeah, 4 turns until they're at 100%. Yeah. Andre, you better get on that, man. You better get on that. I don't know what you're doing. So more shadow we have, the stronger our powers or actions on locations. For this god, yes. Andre's completing training. Okay. Magic. Magic is mostly optional. While you do not undertake magical research or unlock agents with magical talent, the mages of the world will not risk the dangers of arcane study. Instead, remain low-level, content with weak magic. Once they detect that new powers are gaining magical power, however, they will begin a magical arms race, where they will have high motivation to uncover the many arcane secrets as possible, to deny you access to them, and to increase their own power. Magical power is mastered in various schools by finding and studying arcane secrets, which are uncovered occasionally in libraries, but can also be researched at the cost of gold in those, produced by the Plague Doctor as he performs gruesome medical research on plague victims, or by studying the souls of heroes as they depart. Trickster arrived. Okay, so one of the ways to win... who am I talking to? Epic Feather. One of the ways to win is in shadowing the world. So right now... in shadowed percentage population outside of Dark Empire is 4.63 is what we're at currently. So if we get that high enough, that is a victory condition in and of itself. But for this god specifically, we have a lot of shadow powers. So like if I want to do this Serpent's Coil, I need to be... Well, this is Infiltrated. If I want to do Fleeting Servant, I need to do this inside the shadow. Same with Dangers in the Dark, I think. Yeah. Must be cast in location with 50% shadow. This is a really, really powerful thing because this will make everything heroes do at that location have danger. So if I could somehow get it here in the Chosen One's home city, if he comes back here to heal, he'll take damage for healing. It is horrific. It is horrific. So I would love to set that up here. That would be very good. Okay, Trickster. We want to steal from this diplomat. I don't know if I can actually do this interaction, but let's see. Steal hero's item. Okay, requires a human settlement with infiltration above 0%, which is home to at least one hero. Okay, so that's not it. That's It's not yet. Okay, I think you're not technically a hero, so unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to steal that. Not this way, at least. That is very disappointing. That would have been so good, because that's way easier than doing this one. Okay, so we're going to have to do this the opposite way. We're going to need to steal something from Andre's hometown, and we'll take it over here. Or we could still try to steal from a hero on this side. Disappointing. Alright, and you're no good at laying traps for the arcane. We have 65 gold. I would like to get some sellswords. Yeah, let's recruit a sellsword here. Just to give our trickster a little bit of defense if something attacks him or her. Alright, evil bin. 11 turns remaining. 10 turns remaining. We're still maxed out on agents at the moment. I have 2 out of 4 power. I'm going to wait until I'm at least at 3 before I use another power. Glimpse of greater things. After falling asleep, the supplicant is startled awake in a dark place by a booming echo. A subterranean thumb, like a beating heart. She searches for the origin of the sound until she sees it, coiled in its death sleep. Its scaled enormity and lively shadows are too much to bear for the unreadied mind. Your agent wakes up screaming, trying to understand what she's been shown by the dream. The supplicant is doing the challenge Well of Shadows. Your agent is startled by a brief glimpse of a rival entity. That's not a rival, that's me. Yeah, okay, good. Your agent's emboldened by the brief glimpse of her deity. Your agent gains 1 strength for 999 turns. The true god, glorious and eternal Wyrm. He's a scaly. She's a scaly. Not good. Not good. So we gained an extra might. I don't love that, but I don't hate that either. That's good for just having some event stats. Trickster repeated. I'm going to repeat that. What's your command stat? 2. So I can have 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. What can you do with water hexes? Not a ton. You could travel on them, obviously. There are trade routes that go on them. Refugees can travel there. Port cities. If you have a plague here, you can do plague ships, and you can send ships to any dock that also shares a trade route via water to spread your plague. Andre. So do the other gods mostly just care about Shadow for victory score? Yes and no. Shadow is a very, very powerful mechanic. Like, we don't have anyone enshrouded yet. We'll start seeing that pretty soon. If we look here, enshadowment is 27%. You can see the shadows are starting to creep in on the portrait. Like I said at the beginning, this is like Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings. So we're just getting them so black-pilled, so depressed that they're not even going to try to fight us. So if we enshroud people, they won't join the Alliance. They won't try to hire heroes. They won't fund the Chosen One or the Alliance. They'll just sit there and wait for the end. So Shadow is very, very strong. I would love to enshadow like the elves or this big kingdom, because then they won't fight against me. This nation's going to be harder to enshadow because I don't have a source of shadow over here. We can make some, but that's more difficult. So I'm spreading from here. Another place I could spread from is the Coven. This is another one I need to do really soon, just to give us another spread point. Yeah, we really need to get up there, but I wanted to get through this choke point here because I'm worried that if they warded this, I wasn't going to be able to get my shadow to spread. So I kind of need to get this little area done quick before wards start coming up. Luckily, we don't seem to have anyone in this game who really is like obsessed with wards. In the practice game I did yesterday, on turn like 10, like half the continent was warded. It really sucked. It sucked a lot. All right, we hired a new... No, this is not us. Duchess Kias Amagung hired an exorcist. Where are you? Book spooks. The supplicant's attention slips from the endless rows of old prose and her eyes focus on the streets outside. 3 well-dressed men realize they've been noticed and quickly walk off. How long has your agent been spied on? Is the seemingly dull volume she right now reads the rare Calculus von Geomatica? Your agent should leave now, yet leaving the volume behind seems wrong. We could go to a safe house. We could take the volume and run. Gain 3 minutes. I'm probably willing to eat that. For 10 progress challenge? Yeah, that's like 4 turns of progress. Yeah, take the volume and run. A familiar name. Evil Ben Franklin. Here's the unusual taciturn trio of nobles trading whispers excitedly. Secrets of the wealthy and those who with means are priceless. So he presses his ear against the divider. They speak of trading company, its owners rich and powerful, with hideous sins to ransom them with. Your agent hears a familiar name spoken that could be a clue, but can he remember what he's heard? Requires 3 lore and 4 intrigue. Oh, Ben's not smart enough. No. Sag. Okay, 3 turns left on Well of Shadows. 1 turn left. 8 turns left. Okay. Go to. Alright, we've recruited up to our maximum amount of bodyguards. Alright, we're not going to be able to do the theft thing I wanted to do here. That makes me sad. That really makes this city a super high important target for me. Let's go get this castle. Yeah, let's go get that castle. Ah, wards. Oh, we hate it. We hate it. Baroness Derme has ordered the creation of wards against the shadow to defend against the spread of shadow in Intai village. Those wards will slow the rate of shadow spread, both normal and with well shadows, entirely stopping it if the ward is at 100% strength. Okay, it's some idiot on the other side of the world. I'm okay with that. There wasn't even any shadow over here. What are you doing? I mean, they wasted time and money doing that, so I guess I'm okay with it. Alright, Well of Shadows is up. World Panic. World Panic is growing. This value, visible in the top right, indicates how visible your actions are to the world, and how much the average citizen of the world is afraid of the changing times. They may not know why the world is falling apart, but they are beginning to realize it. This will affect their behavior, and they will begin to gain awareness of the true threat. So we are at 10% World Panic. Awakening God minimum. So it's just me waking up. I haven't done anything that's really surprising yet. So not too bad there. All right, this is pretty nice. We are going to start getting... Yeah. This is going to push out to here, and to here. So we're going to have the Trickster come grab this. For security. Do I just get started? Actually, you could start on this. And we can put the Trickster in here. Yeah, I like that even more. Alright, we need to lay low first, though. Alright, we've got to lay low. We're up to 23 minutes. And it's raising my minimum. I don't like that. Are we not able to lay low here? We are not. Ooh, they're starving over here. We could lay low there. I need to find a place to lay low. We could lay low here. Let's go to there. Right. We're just going to have to eat a few turns of doing that. Okay, you also really could use a lay low. I don't suppose you could do it here. No, of course not. I don't think we're going to, though. No rest for the wicked. Evil Ben, how you doing? 5 turns left. New trait for the supplicant. I think we're going... I kind of want to specialize the supplicant more into lore, because I'm not going to recruit a magic user, I don't think. But intrigue is way more useful to me at the moment. What would I do with the lore? We would be starting a plague, or we would be doing a well, or we could go trap those arcane secrets. That's a lot of action. Yeah, let's get the lore. Are those elves coming over here? Yeah, look at that. Sell elven jewelry. Okay, if they're over here, though, I assume they're probably going to start making stones. Because you don't have any. Also, somebody else started another Deep One cult. I also could go support this one, too. Yeah, we could empower the Deep Ones. I'm kind of liking this one. That hits the whole house. Are you a big house? No, not really, but you've got something. Okay. Maybe, well, we'll see after I'm done laying low. We'll see where we go with that. More wards. Okay. Yeah, you can see they're starting to notice, and this one actually is vaguely not good for me. Have we even had any shadow get in here? Elves are really good about keeping the shadow out. If you don't go mess with them, the elves will keep it safe. Stupid elves. Alright, but we're not pushing on it yet. Alright, we're just going to have to let that lie. Alright, Trickster reached the castle. I need you to infiltrate the fortress. And that will give me all points connected to the city. That'll take security down to 3. Evil Ben Franklin would be the best to infiltrate that. Maybe he teams up with the Trickster and we'll just burn our way through this real quick. 3 turns left? Yeah. Alright, you are going to lay low. Political marriage. Wayfinder Maris Essius has joined with Baroness Posei Erevrai in matrimony. Their bond brought the people of House Essius and House Efere closer to one another. Okay. Who are you? Baroness. Okay, that really doesn't matter. Unless I'm missing something here. Oh, okay. This city and that city. Are you an elven city too? No, you're not. Okay. Mediator. I sure wish that... What is your relations at? Queendom at -10. You'll love to see it. Elves at -4. Yeah, we could totally get something going here. Okay, dismiss. Nothing I need to worry about at the moment. We are at 3 out of 4 power. Let's grab the first piece here. So... Or do I just grab this? No, this is probably better. It's probably better to do this one. Let's use power. Eyes in the shadow on the city. Go. That gets our first piece infiltrated. So we infiltrated the sewers. We could do a plague from here. That's another option. Alright, laying low. Go to... Yeah, profiles down. I have a lot of menace still. Andre is going to do combat banditry. Good for you. Evil Ben Franklin has completed his infiltrate. Good job. Steal ruler's item. Baroness Angler. Are you a big family? You are a pretty big family. Alright, Ben, you get... I would give him intrigue, but that really sucked that our lore... We needed 1 point of lore for that event. I am going to give him a point of lore. Just so we can pass events. Do I try to do this? 5 turns. That's not that bad, actually. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? Let's show off. Let's see if we can make something happen. We'll steal it from here. I'm moving over here anyways. We'll hand it off to the trickster and see if the trickster can do what I'm wanting them to do. All right. Done laying low over there. Not what it seems. Oh no, bin! That's not the cookie jar bin. The trickster was just working on her latest task at the Prion's castle, not expecting to run into a confused-looking mage Lemus Griffiths. The hero stares back in silence. Your agent looks at the unmoving guards strewn around him. An entire squad of Crayon's hardest beaten black and blue. He immediately assures your agents he just got here himself. The clanking of armors and shouts near the two of them. The guards arrive, timely as always. An honest witness, nothing happens. Point the finger. The mage is disrupted for 5 turns. His menace increases by 12. We gain 4. 25% chance the mage gains a disliking towards the trickster. Your agent menace is increased by 15. In 8 turns, your menace will decrease by 15, not below minimum. We could make him like the trickster. Don't you already like the trickster, or am I thinking you're someone else? Maybe that is somebody else. Am I not allowed to open this right now? It's annoying. No, you don't currently like him. At some point, we're going to totally burn this agent. I'm not necessarily against that. Hey, -0. How's it going, man? Evil Ben using all of his brain power. Hey, Kabadath? Popping in just to say hi and say I'm excited for the VOD. Still working on Shadow Empire. Well, you'll enjoy this one too then, I think. I always help to get a good ally later. Yeah, mages are super annoying too, so having him like us isn't the worst. However, 15 is a lot. Our hero's in a hurry, maybe catch the real hope, but maybe he is the culprit. Either way, he'll remember the random act of kindness. You know what? Sure. Let's do it. Likes the trickster. I'm in. 30 minutes with 10 minimum. We're building this rather quickly, I must say. Okay, supplicant. I was kind of thinking of coming over here and helping the fish. You're at 110. I mean, you kind of are just doing your own thing. I don't even know if I need to do anything on that. Things are pretty bad over here, too. I could Well of Shadows here. 38. That would spread over there rather nicely. 36 is not much lower. You know what? Let's actually go get this coven. We've got to get that sooner rather than later. Let's go get that. I should have probably done that a little bit earlier. I just was really worried about this choke point if they warded up here, so. Oh, someone's looking mighty shady. King Blint C has called a hunt in the ruins it sent to feed the people. Guilt in the family. Baroness Miphoth Griffiths has heard the crimes her sister, the trickster, is accused of and is horrified. Whether they're horrified by the crimes themselves or their family reputation remains, of course, an open question. They may be humans, but their aristocrats live and die by their reputation. Regardless of motivation, Baroness Griffiths has made it a personal point of honor to oppose the trickster to the best of her ability, has taken up burning personal grudge. There'll be no forgiveness. Okay, it's this dude. Yeah, he's at 36 in Shadow Mint. He's getting refugees popping out. Yeah, he's having a bad time. He's having a bad time. You love to see it. All right, supplicant arrive. We need to infiltrate the Colvin. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. This is a little bit greedy, I know. We're gonna do this one. Do it. We'll just instantly enshroud them. Now that they're, or not enshroud, infiltrate them. Now that they're infiltrated, I could recruit a crow. It costs 35 gold though. I don't think this supplicant has any money. I don't. If you do get a crow, recruits like minion crow, gives you, it debuffs the enemy side and it gives you extra XP. I can't do that. We can rest here. This is a place we can lay low. We could enshadow. Creating expanding region of darkness. Nobles will gain shadow if they're in shadow region. So I'm going to get another spot started. We also could do dark worship, which pushes shadow out. But this makes people want to come here and end the coven. So we're just going to enshadow this. This is going to give us back 2 power. So yeah, that's going to totally be worthwhile. What are you doing? Consecrating? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You should not be consecrating. I like my shadow. This is exactly what I was worried about. At exactly the point I was worried about. If he cleanses this, it's going to be hard for me to keep spreading. I'm getting a little bit, but not as much as I'd like to see on turn 60. 3 turns left. What are you doing, evil bin? Stealing an item, that's right. Combating banditry. Okay. An item unmistakably belonging to Baroness Ries does nothing by itself but can be used in various schemes and rituals. If you have blood magic, having people's personal items is really, really powerful. Think like voodoo doll stuff. Alright, we stole the item. And let's head out. I need to lay low somewhere. Let's go deliver the item first. Oh, you love to see it. Baroness Griffiths is falling into shadow, has now passed the halfway point, reaching 50% enshadowment. This will reduce their motivation to perform various actions which harm your interests, such as attacking your heroes, warding against shadows, driving back the shadows, or ordering the destruction of high menace locations. The Baroness has gained a liking for undead. Ah. You like the undead, do ya? Where were you at? You. Dislikes elves, too. I'm thinking zombie. I'm thinking zombie plague. Look at all... Ooh. Look at all these refugees running around. I'm thinking plague. I'm really thinking plague. Maybe we do go for magic and we go for some necromancy and start an undead uprising. Okay. Okay. Nothing for it at the moment. You finished what you were doing. We have a little bit of money, but not too much. Can I not? I cannot lay low here. I really need to. Ben's almost here. We do have enough money for a bribe. I literally have nothing for you to do for 1 turn. I'll tell you what. You go to the city. Ben, you're also going to go to the city. We drop cash. Okay, market infiltration. Start plague, lay low. Okay, that's what I need to do. Yeah, I really need to lay low here for a second. Yeah, that's fine. All right. All right, Ben. I want you to... Okay, so we could cause scandal. If you have the personal item belonging to a character, cause the ruler or hero with their home location in this place to gain a disliking for them. This challenge is increasing complexity with location security. No heroes have their home here. That's not true. Andre, did you lie to me? Andre, where are you? Oh, no, his home's down here. Shoot, I did mess that up a little bit. I mean, that's not the end of the world, and I do still need to get this location. Okay, or... Okay, this is separate, so... Let's drop a cache. Oh, it's gonna be 3 turns. I do want to get this up and running. Let's run down there. Okay. Been a while since I did a scheme this in depth. Mage content has built a case that the trickster's misdeeds were justified. Or perhaps they never occurred at all, and encouraged wider society to set aside their ill will towards them. The plea was generally well received, but some less forgiving voices calling the mage content among Gug's motives into question. The trickster has lost 20 minutes, and the mage content has gained 10 minutes. This is the other friend we made when we created the trickster. So it's the chosen one and this mage. So yeah, they're sticking up for their friend. Yeah, she totally didn't do anything, guys. Quit bullying the poor defenseless woman. Why are you doing that? Look at that innocent face. She has a pet monkey. No evil people have pet monkeys. What a sucker. What a sucker. Yeah, thanks, chump. For minus 10 minutes, that's saving me a ton of time. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. Andre is gonna decimate the deep ones. Andre, no! Ooh. Okay, this is another one of the big ones. The Daughterhood. The Daughterhood cult has existed for many centuries. Their sect has been weaving through humanity's religious texts and developments. Often their symbols will be found in a small part of a much larger temple, as a concession of the dominant religion to the faith of the Daughterhood. Their preaching unnerves the listener, as they teach that the Creator hates creation, and that humanity's very existence is a sin which one day may be undone. Despite their blasphemous doctrine, they are tolerated and sought out for their uncanny ability to foresee the future. Their guidance allows crops to be gathered before the storm, and villages to be evacuated before the flood. Lately, however, the seeing daughter of the Crescent Castle has started screeching in terror, raving that the end has come, and that the time of the unmaking is near. She sees clearer than most, or call her to serve. We're gonna call her to serve at Crescent Castle. Okay. Now, she is horrific, I'll just say. However, in order to get her up and running, I already know I need a human soul. And I think I need a human soul in a desert. So I don't think we have one of those. We want... I don't think we have any souls. I don't think I've seen anyone die yet. Yeah, none of those are souls. There's an elf soul. Don't think elf souls count. And it's not in the desert. Okay. If we get a soul down here, I am beelining the daughter. But unless we get one, this is just not a good map for her. Alright, Evil Ben, you're up. What will happen if you lose the game? Well, then they will kill She Who Thirsts. Hey, Merrily Fish, good to see you, man. Really cool game, one of my faves, just showing up to say hi and drive the algorithm before going back to bed. Oh, no problem, man, good to see you. Honestly, the Daughterhood feels simply too cheap and powerful. Using them makes the game boring and removes the tension. Yeah, I agree. I'll show it off if we get to use it, but they are very powerful. Very, very powerful. I don't think our map's going to allow it to happen, though. Okay, Evil Ben Franklin was coming here. And he wanted to cause a scandal. But to do it, shoot, I would need to have an infiltration. You know what? Use my power. Eyes in the shadows. City select. Alright, evil bin. Cause scandal, steal hero's item. Okay, let's cause the scandal. 9 turns. 1 hero lives here. Andre Griffiths. Andre, I can't believe you would steal the queen's handkerchief. How lewd can you be? Okay, we're laying low. We need a couple more turns. We got the simp here covering for us. Okay, we finished here. So we enshadowed this spot. So this is now spreading shadow from here. We could also Well of Shadows to pump it. I think we will pump it. How are you doing? That's fine. Let's Well of Shadows, and then we'll lay low before we head out. 10 turns. Yeah, this is why I like to have a lore-focused person, so that they can do the enshadowing and Well of Shadows. Also plagues. Also malign catches. So having the high lore character is really nice. We need all those things to distract them. Right now, they don't really have too much distraction. We have some civil strife. We got some personal beefs. A little bit of elf tension, but nothing huge. Like, they have a lot of free time on their hands. Like this moron. I might actually confuse him when he gets closer. Because I don't want him clearing this out. I really don't want him clearing this out. Trickster still has some profile, sure. Letter of Reconciliation. No. The Queen and Baron rant. No. No, we'll just poison those words. Unfortunately, that gives me no power, so I won't be able to befuddle this idiot. Unless I get one this turn? I didn't. Okay. Dang it. Oh, that's going to be a major setback. Stop concentrating my evil. Ruining everything. Profile, that's probably fine. Let's get started. Let's get to work. Infiltrate the market, please. Shadow driven back. Mage Lemus has driven back the shadow at the convent, reducing the shadow of the location, but not the ruler. Heroes will attempt to drive back the shadow, working away at the edges of the Sea of Darkness, as long as their own selves remain sufficiently free as shadow to see the danger it poses. Once they reach 100% shadow, they will cease this defense altogether. Concealed traps. The supplicant's search for the text of forbidden magical rituals, the fabled Book of Voiceless, has led her to a site deep in Begra's Coven. The site appears safe at first glance, but a curious architecture and hints of horror suggest that caution may be warranted. How should the supplicant proceed? We can make haste. We have 7 HP. We can take care. We can abandon challenge. It would take me 3 turns to heal, so I might as well just take care. That'll be 2 turns of progress. Door stuck. The trickster snuck into the manor to eavesdrop on the many grievances and salacious secrets of the city of Rainier's Rich. However, as she's about to leave, she realizes the door jammed itself. She's now an uninvited guest here, and the guests are thinking of leaving too, through the same door. We could force it open. Requires 3 might, which we weirdly have. Or we could just say, this is awkward. We'll force it open. There's an orcish upstart. I would love it if you could actually do something, buddy. That would be very cool with me. You should definitely settle into those ruins. Take over that primal font. You got work to do, man. You got work to do. Get to work. I've never seen this game. Did you already give a too long didn't read? Well, I wouldn't say it was didn't read. It was an hour long, but about the first hour took us to roll the first turn. So yeah, catch the beginning of the VOD and you'll get a lot more of the mechanics going on. Okay, we hate this guy. He's dumb. I shouldn't have covered for him. He took my shadow down to 0. We hate it. How much shadow do you have? That should have infected you at least a little. None? Ugh. Okay. Fine, be that way. Another seal breaks, and your god comes closer to return. Gained another agent slot. Okay, that's going to be a big one. Creates a shadow agent by tearing the shadow off a hero. This shadow can be controlled like an agent, but loses HP every turn it's not near its parent. Same location or adjacent. Or in a location with shadow above 50%. What? If only there was someone around here I could make a shadow of this guy and attack him. Going to perform rest and resupply. Already up, back up to 8%. Okay, busy, busy, busy. We have a new agent slot, though. What are we gonna do? Have I told you about the dark side? Some many powers, some find unnatural. Alright, what are we gonna do? Cursed. I don't see a use at the moment. There's nobody I want to like attack. I mean, I want to attack that mage, but it wouldn't be useful. Harvester, I don't have any souls to reap. Dissident. Now we could make some Civil War plays, maybe. Maybe we go check that out. Ditto with the aristocrat. We might be able to set up a Civil War thing. Okay, let's cancel that. How are we doing over here? How you doing, Kingdom of Taez? Got some unrest, got some lingering. I don't know why they have all this devastating industry. I thought that was like an orc thing. A little bit of lingering, a little bit of unrest. One thing we could do is we could go rob the queen, and that would force her to raise taxes, which will cause unrest. A little bit, tiny unrest here. Banditry, some unrest. Yeah, they've kind of got some of this under control. Some here. We could go stir the pot, though. We could definitely stir that pot. I love the portraits. Yeah, there's a few that I don't like. It seemed like there were two sets. There's one set I really like, and one set that reminds me of like a free D&D character portrait from like 2010. So most of these are the good ones, but there is a set that I don't like. I even said that in my Steam review. Still holds true to me. But I think one thing I like is there's enough of them. So generally speaking, you'll recognize like your main antagonists, like that diplomat, wherever they are, if they're still around. I think they may actually be gone finally. But yeah, there's enough portraits that you'll generally recognize people. And like, it's really noticeable if you get like a mad queen or something that's like executing people. And you're just like, yeah, I did that. Feels real good. Okay, we may have missed the window of opportunity here for the unrest stuff. This one's not bad. Where would I spawn this guy? I mean, this Elven Kingdom is kind of a problem. Maybe we spawn him here and see what trouble we can get up to. I really, really would like these two people to go to war. You're at -40. If two nations have international relationships above 75%, they'll have a defensive alliance. I don't know what the threshold is to get them to go to war. I think we're going to recruit him here. Maybe he'll be part of the Queen's house. You got a big family? You don't. She's 45 years old, belongs to the society known as the Elves of Tipa. She's an elf. They're not cursed. Yeah, you're not very useful. All right. What about spawning him here? Okay, we already have somebody from his family. Yeah, we've already got someone from that family with the trickster. I don't think I need another. I think we're gonna go here. I think we're spawning him here. All right. Give me the dissident. All right, so rabble rouser. When in a settlement with unrest above 50% in it, and any lingering resentment will increase by 1 per turn, canceling decay over time. In a settlement with political instability or political agitation, increase unrest by 1%. When in a settlement with political agitation or political instability, decrease security by 1%. I think we're gonna rabble rouser. Yeah, drive xenophilia or xenophobia. Cause all rulers of the settlement with infiltration at 100% in this society and its neighboring to gain dislike for other species. Okay, I don't have anything over here. I would need to enshroud, which I totally could. And its neighbor. So this would affect this kingdom, because that is a neighbor. Temptation of Eternity. Argue that elves shouldn't involve themselves with the trouble of humans. Increase elven arrogance each turn this challenge is performed. Based on your agent's lore and command, enshrouded elves from the Dark Empire will perform this challenge themselves. Recruit a war bear. I have no money. You cost money? You don't. Elder birthright. Gift the elves some of your elder power, 1 power, to increase elven arrogance in the city by 25%. We're at 45 currently. Elves consider themselves superior to humans and often question whether the world's problems concern them, or even if they are, as an elder race, should ally themselves with elder beings. Naturally, trends towards 150%, neutral for decision making, and decreases if the elves feel immediately threatened, which they do. Shadowed rulers... Okay, I think we need to increase their arrogance here. They are definitely going to side with the Alliance if I don't do something. Base progress +1. Requires a power. I'd like to get an infiltrate here. I'll tell you what. Get yourself a war bear. We'll come back to you in a second. Okay, somebody just gotten shadowed. Merchant of Antiques. As Evil Ben Franklin goes about their business, they are called by a trader sitting beside an assortment of wares. He's been watching you for a while and has realized that Evil Ben Franklin is involved in some affairs they may not want the guards to know about. He assures Evil Ben Franklin he has no intention of turning customers over to the guard, ensuring the subtext is well understood, that if the agent does not make a purchase, they will not be a customer, and so might not be safe from his reports. He may, of course, not be trustworthy, and possibly the item bought will turn out of no worth. Evil Ben Franklin, I believe, is poor. Requires 20 gold. I am not to be extorted, thank you very much. Trickster's name is cleared. The trickster receives a letter, delivered to her by lawmen, no less. A while back, she distracted the guards who were about to stumble upon Mage Lemus Griffiths in a compromising situation. Though your agent avoided imprisonment because of her connections, her reputation was quite tarred from the crime that had no other culprit to point to. Until yesterday, the hero has brought the person really responsible for that unfortunate scene to justice, and has since worked hard and loud to restore your agent's reputation. Another letter came before this one, in which Mage Lemus Griffiths thanked your agent for the selfless act, calling the trickster a hero in his own right, as well as a friend. How amusing. How amusing. Our buddy, Mage Simp Lemus Grissus. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Okay, 14 turns left on this infiltration. This infiltration is taking for freaking ever. And you are causing a scandal. Oh, the king's getting enshrouded even more. 50%. 52%. It's starting. We're at 6% victory. Very slow. Decimate the... Oh, stop decimating the deep ones. What did they ever do to you? Old folks' ramblings. Not all history is found in books. As such, old politics, tales, forgotten cults, and various atrocities fade from common knowledge, until finally only the very oldest have memory to detail them with. The supplicant chats with the venerable elders of Vegas Coven, trying to tap into the vein of wisdom. We could let them ramble. We lose progress, we may gain stats. We have nothing or abandon. Let them ramble. Select a person. Okay, this is our scandal going off. Select a person to, whom you wish to gain a disliking towards Baroness Reyes and Claire. Andre. Oh, I'm not allowed to select Andre? Yes, I am. That is horrible UI. I can't click it? Is it a draggy? I have to use my mouse wheel. I don't remember that. Alright, Andre. You should definitely hate that person. Evil Ben Franklin completes cause scandal. A small clue to a person already prone to following up on their suspicions can lead to an imagination to wild and terrible places, and all manner of offense, crime, and betrayal can be imagined from a simple item such as a handkerchief. We recruited an elven warbear. We need one more. They may be old and venerated, their knowledge and wisdom may be worth their own weight in gold, but they ramble and lose focus. Several minutes of explanation get sidetracked into what the niece of the interesting person became, and there's no return to the scandalous rumors. Boop. Evil Ben Franklin strategically places the personal belongings of Baron Reyes and Claire in the home of Andre Griffiths, causing suspicion of misdeeds, betrayal, and trust. This has caused Andre to gain a personal grudge. Oh, how scandalous. Alright, Evil Ben Franklin, you need to lay low, my friend. How are we doing over here? 12 turns left. 6 turns left. You're getting one more bear. Okay. Oh, I have enough power finally. I would like to enshroud this, but the capital's probably better. Or not enshroud. Oh, I'd like to do that to infiltrate. Use power, eyes in the dark. No, let's do it the capital. Alright, we have the infiltration here now. So we can do the other challenge once we're done with the bears. Okay, now... creates a separatist sentiment modifier, which increases political agitation here by 2% per turn for 50 turns. Ooh, that is not bad. Yeah, but we can't do that here. Ditto with that. Inflamed tensions. Decreases international relations. The yes to that. That's one. We could poison people. Political gridlock. What are you working on? Improve relations. We hate that. It's gonna finish before I can stop it. You know what? Let's do a political gridlock. Let's freeze up the government here. And then we'll do some other nefarious things. Alright, let's burn a couple turns. Gold from rulers. Heroes and agents can gain gold a number of ways, but now that the world panic has risen significantly, heroes will start receiving funding from their home cities. Rulers will occasionally donate gold from their treasuries to the heroes of your world. Your agents can benefit too. An agent created in a human settlement will have that place as their home location. If the ruler of that place falls to shadow, they will start funding your agents. Cha-ching. Heading home to resupply. Finished Well of Shadows. Someone within the city of Rhaenus is attempting to blackmail the trickster. They've sent a messenger who stands ready to receive payment or something else. The trickster can either respond with violence or with generosity as you see fit. We could lose a health and gain some menace. We could gain 1 intrigue for 50 turns. Yes, please. 10 gold, yes. Elven predictability. The dissident has detected a pattern in the guards of the Elven Tissipus. Elven guards are diligent, dutiful, and have superhuman senses. Despite all this, their age sabotages them. Any given guard will have been doing this job for many centuries and settled into predictable routines, which they now never deviate from. Elves as a people are rigid and slow to adapt. Their immense experience causing psychological momentum they struggle to overcome. Knowing where the guard will be and where they will be looking is a key piece of information we can use. We could study their patterns, which lowers security by 2, or ignore it. Sure, let's study their patterns. What is the security of that place? 6. Okay, that is actually pretty useful. All right, we got the well up. Next, you need to just chill. Lay low for a minute. How we doing here? 6 turns. We're laying low. Okay. Another chill moment. The dissident dude looks like Guts. Yeah, okay, half-elf Guts. My totally unique D&D character. He's called Tummy. He's half-elf, the tragic past, and he wields a big sword. It's the Wyrm Slayer. Totally unique. Are there other gods trying to break the seals? No, you play the god that is awakening, so it is not multiples. Dissonant gameplay OP. Hopefully. I would very much like the elves to sit this one out, or even better, fight the humans. Okay, yeah. Keep laying low. Keep laying low. Hireling recruit. Another diplomat. Grr. Okay, diplomat's back. Yeah, they've done a good job of quelling that unrest they had. That makes me very nervous. Baron Rant in Shadowing. Oh, look at it. Look at that sucker. Where are you at? Yeah. Yeah, you should just chill. No reason to worry about it. Man, Andre, what do you got against fish people? What do you got against fish people? What did they ever do to you? They were just enjoying their cult, not hurting a fly. Okay, laying low is done. Dismiss. Okay, we're as low as we go. Now, I could pop a Dark Worship here. An amount of shadow equaling a maximum of 150% will be applied to the closest non-shadowed connection locations. Adds 20 minutes to the Witch Coven, which people may come here and destroy it. I don't think I need to do that. What are you? Great Stag. Raid Periphery. Ooh. Oh, we enshadowed him. Okay, so this was the Great White Stag, but we've enshadowed him. So now instead of being like blessing and whatnot, he's raiding them. Good, good. Okay, head over here. I want to infiltrate this, but I feel like we need to do lore things with him because we don't have anyone else to do lore things. This is 2 locations I would need to take over. It would be pretty helpful. Have we seen a single smith come over here? You're a mediator. Yeah, for whatever reason, they're not coming over here. I guess because The crystals that they made aren't getting used because there's no shadow. Where's your crystal smith? What are they doing? Mediator, crystal smith. Yeah, they're not really feeling pressured. I'm just wondering if I need to go set those traps, but I don't think they're going over there at the moment. So that's out. A plague over here is sounding very good, but I don't have any location set up to do it. This would be a good spot. Yeah, that would be a pretty good spot. Do you have sewers? Vast sewers. We could do it from here. I need to do something to them. They're getting pretty healed up. I think we're gonna look at doing that. So that means you have some traveling to do. Alternatively, man, they really neutered my shadow over here. Yeah, I think I need to head over here. I think we need to get a plague, and I think this is the location. I've already got 2 of these infiltrated, so we just need the 1. Let's do that. Let's head that way. Dissident. All right. Okay, so we did a political gridlock. So if we look at the national, 9 turns they can't do anything. Local action, 9 turns they can't do anything. Next, let's inflame tensions. 8 turns. Trickster completes infiltrating market. All right. I really need to bribe the guards here. Yeah, security is 2. I should totally do that. Bribe the guards. Oh, nice. Give me that intrigue. Good, good, good. That'll speed this up. Baron, oh, new guy is in shadowing. Finish bribe guards. Okay, this guy right here. You need to shove off, buddy. Shove off. Quit doing that. I think we're gonna befuddle him. I'm gonna give him 1 more turn of progress, and then I'm gonna hit him with that. All right, here we are up to infiltrating the palace. Let's do that. In turn. All right, what did you just spawn? A Lightbringer. Ah, there's 2 of them doing it now. All right, well, let's use our power. Cloud senses him. Do it. So we just knocked off some of his progress. Buy ourselves some time. Yeah, with a Lightbringer there too, yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep doing that. Yeah, this is annoying. They've really got me choke pointed right here. I need the shadow to start coming down this coast. Yeah, I think we need the plague. We got to get a distraction going here. They're able to focus too much right now. Nobility and opportunity. Out on a walk, the trickster's curiosity is piqued by a trail of red splatters leading to a back alley. An esteemed professor who's been visiting the place lies pale against the wall, alive but delirious. A mere thug must have carved them for coin, only for them to escape. Your agent ponders for a moment whether to aid or brag of this later in high society, or to simply pull the boots off and strip them of all the valuables before leaving them to bleed to death. You know what? I just spent all my money. Rich as a baron. Thank you very much. Corrupt Lemus he must serve. Well, he's got to get in shadowed to 100% before I can do it. All right, go to Foolish Guards. While touring local defenses, the dissident was spotted sneaking around the wall by 2 soldiers. They do not look like they share a shred of shrewdness between them. We can make an explanation, or your commander's looking for you, go. This should not work. Command 2, we have entry. Yeah. Your commander's looking for you. All right, over here, infiltrate farming. Okay, burning those turns. We're coming up on turn 100 here. Shadow driven back. Arr, we hate that. We hate that so much. Knock that off, jerks. Are you just gonna do it again? She's still working on it. Okay, you. Okay, we inflame tensions. Kingdom of Gearate, minus 90. I can't believe they're not at war yet. Let's hit them with another inflame tensions. Or should I redo political gridlock? You know what? Let's keep them locked up. Another political gridlock. Another one. This time with the... You know what? I need the money. Yeah, sure. Rich as a baron. Cha-ching. Andre, recruit knight. Okay, he's starting to escalate. Andre, settle down, man. The trickster completes infiltrate city palace. Now, even the palace itself is under influence of the cult. Cooks, valet, guards, squires, pages, all slowly join the cult, ready to serve, to disrupt, to open gates when asked, to look the other way when acts are being performed. The aristocrats may think little of these people, but they depend on them for their very survival. We palace now. Alright, all kinds of stuff we can do. We could sell that snake oil. Yeah, let's give a snake oil to the stupid mage. We sell it to him too, so we gain money. Hey, best friend Lemmy! I just found a healing potion for you. I'll sell it to you cheap. Your bestest friend, the trickster. Mage Lemus bought the ruined potion for 15 gold. It's gamer girl bathwater. And will potentially use the potion in combat when they are in need. I need to do this to the hero. Ben Franklin completes lay low. Okay. We're still... Do you still have more money? You have a lot of money. We'll sell you another one. I just happened to find another one, friend. Alright, Ben. Alright, Ben now. I need you... We gotta get that plague going. I need you to come over here, Ben. And let's use a power, another infiltrate this. I can only do it once in a place that has no infiltration, so I want to get them started. This place has... Oh, we're up to the palace already. Nice, okay. Ben will make quick work of that. Remember, he has the trait where he lowers city security by 1, so he is by far the best person for this. I would love to bribe these guards, too. How long do we have over here? I have too long. We could rob here. How much money do you have? 135 gold? Only could steal 35 gold. Or we could just straight up rob them. 4 turns or 2 turns. I can bribe the guards with a small amount of money. Let's just do some subtle thievery. Sold the snake oil. He's got room for one more. Thanks, Lemmy. I hope you enjoy. Steal from ruler. Yoink. Done. Go to. Ooh, a death. Ooh, Queen Beer. Okay, she's an important player. All right. This could change things. This could change things. No ruler left. Oh, that's the Kingdom of Arius. Never mind. I thought it was this queen that died. Never mind. She's way less important. Not who I thought it was. In fact, you're kind of a podunk nobody place. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, Trickster. Alright, we filled his entire inventory with poison potions. Time for us to lay low for a little bit, though. We've worked up quite the menace. Evil Ben Franklin has a level up. He will definitely take Intrigue. He will... I don't think this is enough to lay low. I need to get this working. Head over there, Ben. And the dissident, also leveled up, will take the intrigue. I believe I gridlocked them again. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's hit them with another... Yeah, I really want these two to go to war. Let's hit that one more time. And then maybe we'll start hitting up some other things. So inflame tensions one more time. Baron Ithrat, Kate, and Shadowing. Yeah. Ooh, and they're starving too. Look at all those refugees. Ooh. That's gonna cause some stress. 39% shadow. Okay. We're getting there. Turn 101. We're 1/5 of the way through. Recruit a sellsword. Okay, Andre's still arming up. I don't like that at all. Okay, Evil Ben arrived. Curious foliage. The dissident found a strange foliage while performing their task in the wilderness of Elven Tisipus. One large plant in particular is enticing him, encouraging him to taste the delicious nectar. It doesn't seem too suspicious, but then again, nothing ever does. We could lose a health and some challenge. We could say it's a trap. Lose 1 might for 30 turns. We're gonna do that. I don't care about his might. Alright, Evil Ben Franklin arrives. I want you to bribe the guards because security is level 2. Bribing them, I believe, lowers it by 1, I want to say. Reduces it by 2. So perfect. It'll be at 0 security. We'll just rip right through here. Wards established. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. It's just the person down here again. Is it you that's doing that? Or is it you that's doing that? Oh, he likes Wayfinder. Is that you? No, it's not you. Okay. Little elven romance. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What was your problem, buddy? Why are you so mad at them? He's leveled up his command, might, and intrigue. He's filling up on knights. I don't like that at all. He's getting ready. He's starting to actually pay attention. We're at World Panic 20. Alright, Ben. I need you to infiltrate that city palace. Go, go, go. Shadow driven back by the Lightbringer. We hate them. Queen Expiant Ilgu relives the news of her friend, Queen Beaudre's death over and over, haunted by the memory. Without sleep or rest, they're losing their mind to grief. In these dark times, they are prey for the elder powers, as they can no longer defend their mind against those who would undo it. Queen Expent. Who is Queen Expent? That's not you. That's not you. Okay. I need to figure out who this is. Queen Expent. People. Queen Expent. You. Oh. I mean, it would be nice to get rid of you, because you're kind of in the way of some stuff. How sane are you? 18 sanity. You're going to be rather hard to drive insane. Overexerted and in mourning. Alright. We can deal 10 sanity damage here. Let's drive them to insanity. They're not insane, they have 8 points left, but we'll start in on another avenue. Alright, roll it. Oh, whoa. Andre is moving to attack Crystal Smith? They will seek them out for another number of turns? Why are you after the little elven cutie? Finished infiltrating. What are you doing? You're gifting a ruler gold. You're down orc territory. You've got 3 elven warbears, 2 attack, 3 defense. You have 4 might yourself. Andre is close enough he might be able to catch up. He doesn't like these elves. Andre, how did the elves hurt you? Or maybe it's just because he doesn't get along because of what I've been fiddling with. This is new. 7 turns. I totally think you can do this. Yeah, these knights, though, are going to kill those bears. He's going to win if he catches her. And if he kills her, they won't have a crystal smith for a while. I would definitely like that. And I'm none to blame. I didn't do anything. Peaceful babble. Just over here, doing some charity work in the small villages. You know, helping the little man out. Not doing anything wrong. Definitely not starting a plague. He wouldn't do that. He's a good primordial god. Petra Savamir. Whatever dark, arcane, or otherwise unnatural thing the supplicant seeks or seeks to accomplish, they've attracted the attention of a Petrasvamir, a parasite creature from another realm. Petrasvamir are all unique in the many physical configurations, but share one similarity: an irresistible desire to drain the life force of creatures from other planes. We could lose 2 health. We could lose 1 health and a bunch of challenge, but we haven't even started. And we're not strong enough to fight it. We'll lose 1 health. We've inflamed tensions. Letter of reconciliation. No. Who is this? Raffaetti has written to Andre. No. The feat fix will continue. Excellent. I've spent a lot of power on making them hate each other. You guys are not fixing that. Alright, I want you. Okay, negative 85. I bet you the other kingdom. Are you trying to fix this? Is that what's going on here? What are you doing? Yeah, it's up high in their queue. They just ran this, I think. They're running these 4. Yeah, and you've actually managed to repair them back up to 0, too. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Andre, you definitely should chase that elven chick across the ocean. Definitely don't worry about what I'm doing. Why do you hate charity? What's wrong with that, man? That's not cool. Holy moly, what is going on over here? Why are you literally all here? Are you guys actually in a hot war? You're not fighting. You are in a war. Never mind, I missed that. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Now I understand why Andre's chasing her down. I got there in the end. Edward, welcome in. What's this? Babble playing yet another game that I played quite a bit? Well, Edward, that's because you have good taste, obviously. Shannon says, can't get my phone charged while on YouTube. Ouch. I will definitely catch you later, man. Yep, that's war. Yes, it is. We are very happy about that. We are very happy about that. You guys should all go fight in this war and stop cleaning up the shadow in this covenant. Don't even worry about it. It's just like some skeletons, bro. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Okay. That being the case, then what else do I want to do over here? Xenophobia? Yep. Oh, look at that. 1 turn. We can do that real easy. How we doing? Oh, we're a little over. Okay, we're gonna go just a little bit longer. I want to get this plague rolling, maybe. Maybe that'll be our stop point. Cleared name. Aw. Mage Content among us has built the case that the trickster's misdeeds were justified. She didn't know the healing potions had expired. They thought it was from Both, not Bath. Totally different. Totally different. It's a city. Sucker. Dissident does drive xenophobia. Okay. Did that actually hurt this more? No. Not there. Okay. That's fine, TM. Do I need to gridlock you again? 2 turns. I do want to keep gridlocking them, because they're not going to be able to get out of this war. Now, I don't think... Are you guys actually fighting? I'm not seeing... Yeah, I guess you are actually fighting. 46. Humans are probably going to win this, but I think... Humans are probably going to win that. There's just not enough elves. That's okay. Everyone should kill each other. Mediator, we hate that guy too. Isn't this the second time? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She'll totally remember me after I clear her crimes and high misdemeanors. She's just misunderstood. He's definitely a tier 3. At least the chosen one isn't simping. The trickster completes laying low. I love the trickster. The trickster is so disruptive. Ooh, another seal breaks. Your maximum power increases. The trickster is so disruptive. Like, I can't wait until Lemmy gets in a fight and starts drinking those poison healing potions. Yeah, we're gonna steal stuff and, like, in the end, we'll like attack somebody and get them to kill the trickster, and her friends are all gonna go berserk. So, like, we're gonna go over here and, like, attack the queen or something. And then everyone's gonna go berserk when they kill her. It's gonna be glorious. And there's somebody, hey! You know what? I just want to say thank you for clearing my name. Here's a healing potion I found. You should buy it. 15 gold. I'll give it to you half price. I actually have killed a chosen one via poisoned healing potion before. Oh man, they left. Sad. All right. Too bad. We've got money. I'm already rested. You're not really the right person to do in Shadow. Buy unassuming hood at the cost of 35 gold. This hood makes one appear like a standard traveler, not a major threat. -5 menace. It doesn't say can't reduce below minimum. I've never actually tried that. Let's do it. It's only 35 gold. So we're at 15 minimum. Let's see if that actually affects us. If that can take us down to 10, that would be really nice. Duchess Ormont Kate, up to 50% in Shadow. Duchess Gimir Griffiths, up to 50% Shadow. Baroness Miplons Griffiths. Man, this family is so screwed. Okay, take all, done. Go to. Okay, it did not lower the minimum. I didn't think it would, but it was worth checking. We could buy an actual healing potion. Gain 1 gold when you move. We sit still a lot of times. Like, I mean, how many turns am I actually gonna move? I don't think that's worthwhile. This is actually the hero's city. I don't want them to fund him, so I need to get working on getting this place enshadowed. So let's head over to this citadel and start infiltrating. 5 turns on the plague, 2 turns on the city palace. Look at his face, oh my goodness. He looks very happy about this. King Blint has grown fascinated with vampires lurking in the world's corners and has hosted a series of suspicious midnight soirees at the town of Fress to advertise that they're welcome at court. The Baroness's offspring generally keep to themselves and focus on preserving their own immortality, but some are always willing to appear for a promise of power. Characters who like undead and shadow may contract the hunger from this location, and if their influence grows high enough, it may spread to other locations. Ooh, I'm very excited about that. Modifier? Vampire Coven. I'm pretty sure this is from one of the mods I'm running. I don't think this is base game. Beautiful. If this modifier reaches 50%, a local ruler will gain a liking for undead if possible. If the ruler is already obsessed with undead and the modifier reaches 100%, a vampire noble will appear and spread the liking of undeath everywhere. The amount of needed to create a new vampire lord increases by 20% for every vampire coven in existence. Can I go over there and oh, I can. I can conceal vampires. Reduces their profile. What is your profile currently at? 0. Okay, they're cool. We don't need somebody coming over here and ruining things. Hey, Kermode. Been a hot minute, man. How are you? We're just doing some nice local charity work. There's this guy that keeps trying to interrupt us, but he's kind of busy killing an elf right now. In fact, did you ever catch up with that or what? She's right here. You might actually catch up with her. All right, we got other people to do. So you... Okay, here. Security is 0. You love to see it. You love to see it. Infiltrate fortress. And you... I don't want to spend my power on this. I think they're screwed enough as is. How long do we have this gridlock still? It is not gridlocked currently. Let's keep that going. I don't want them to be able to end this war. I want everyone here to die. That would be glorious. Evil Ben Franklin completes Infiltrate City Palace. Beautiful. All right, Evil Ben Franklin. You need to chill for a hot minute. Just lay low. We'll come back to you in a sec. How are we doing here? 3 turns on the plague. Andre is attacking. Andre is attacking the anime weeboo. They will seek them out for a number of turns before losing trail. Did you catch him? She's running. Only fun if they run. Well, man, we haven't found any werewolves in this playthrough, now that I quote Warwick here. Did we not get any? Oh, we did. Here's a werewolf. Alright, he's just not anywhere that I'm really concerned with. This southern island, we're probably not going to mess with it. Ditto with this one, actually. It's just too far away. Not consequential. Ooh, look at the map. Starting to enshroud. We'll love to see that. Marriage ended. Baroness Posai has died, ending the marriage alliance. They probably died in that war. Between House Erifi and House Issus. Without the bond of the Baroness and the Wayfinder, they've lost the closeness that was smoothing their relations. Man, what a shame. What a shame. At 15% victory, by the way. Completely unrelated. I'm kind of thinking I want to grab this village here quick. Let's use power. Oh, we have dangers in the dark, though. Hang on a second. Here's where yeah, you know what? They keep screwing me here. Let's say, forget you, buddy. Dangers in the dark. Increases the danger of all quests and natural challenges in this location by 7. Must be cast in a location with 7 shadow. Right here. Yeah, come back and cleanse me, bro. Nothing bad's gonna happen, I promise. So now we see if we go to quests. Hold memorial service, danger 7. Rest and resupply, danger 7. So there's a decent chance that if they do this, they're gonna take damage. We would absolutely love that. Okay, intern. Wards established. Who is this? Start plague done. Door stuck. Force it open. Political gridlock. Baron Rant is troubled by the death of her friend. They see their own death and are slowly becoming obsessed with their own end. Lose 5 sanity. He's only got 9. Or fear drives them. They lose their preference for danger. Lose your sanity. We gotta get them to 0 to actually drive them mad, but we're getting there. Been busy with the goat babies. Context. Andre's trying to play whack-a-mole, thwarting your plans. Andre has done nothing that has actually harmed me. Where is he even? Here's his little elf anti-waifu that's running away. Where's he even at? Where did you get up to, Andre? He was down in this area. Chosen one. Andre? Andre, you alright? You didn't die to the elf, did you? People. Oh, there he is. I'm just blind. Okay. Whew. Woof, don't scare me like that, Andre. You are our bestest friend. He still hasn't caught up with her. 5 turns left of chasing, though. Yeah, you guys should totally sail over here where it's completely irrelevant. Plague, by the way. Modifiers. 2% death. Plague is at 100%. The plague can spread to nearby human settlements if it reaches 60%. But this spread is reduced if the location is under quarantine, needs 140%. If the plague reaches 300%, this location is destroyed immediately as the plague erupts suddenly into a terrible lethal strain. So we go to our supplicant. And we can do novel strain. This lowers immunity. We can cultivate the disease, adding extra power to it. And we could do novel strain. They don't have any immunity, so I don't have it yet. But I think we're actually going to enshadow. We're going to get another spot spreading shadow way over here. And then we'll probably circle back around and then push the plague some more. It's already spreading, so we've got it going. All right, and you... how are those relations going? War is going until... Okay, so we got 20 more turns of war. Relations are starting to mend up a little bit. Let's not have any of that, though. Inflame those tensions. Actually, his menace is getting stupid high. Yeah, we need to not be doing that. Can I go chill over there? Primordial font. The landscape here is dominated by the primordial font. How it came to be, how it continues to remain, and how the water continues to flow are all subjects of speculation. Most maintain there's a remnant of creation of the world, or possibly even older. What kind of being created it, if any indeed did, and why eludes even yourself? It simply has always stood, a curiosity to be wondered at. A constant source of conflict among all people who come to know of it, the waters grant primal strength to any who drink from them. Many seek to gain control of it, for both its power and to deny it to the enemies. I totally forgot that you can drink from this. Requires an agent or hero who's not under the influence of primal waters for their faction to currently be in control of it. At or above 50% for evil, at or below for heroes. Okay, so I would need to enshadow this to be able to drink from it. I would sure love to do that, but I can't. Alright, we can't hide here. Can we hide in the ruins? I don't have a good spot around here. I don't have any good infiltration spots for laying low. That's a little bit of a pain. Evil Ben Franklin is laying low. Concealed traps. This is supplicant. Take care. We don't want to take too much damage here. Alright, can we? Yes, we can. Lay low. How we doing? Any plague spread yet? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's a little plague. Just a little plague. It's rolling. 102%. Very nice. Honestly, the danger buff combined with war would probably kill a ton of people. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I don't have it enshadowed over here, though, so I can't do that. Ooh, a bunch of people left or died. Some of the armies went home, it looks like. The humans did win, but they lost a lot. I don't know what their starting was. I know they had 2 armies that were at about 150. 35, 38, and 110. Do you have any reserves? You don't. So they've lost about half their army, I would say. Here's a couple more. They're attacking an elven town. You love to see it. You love to see it. Your agents are full. Does that mean you get an open slot, you'll recruit a plague doctor? I very well could. I very well could. A plague doctor would be nice for just spreading this around. They're going to have some problems. Plague is a major problem, and they already still have this unrest and lingering resentment. They've never really fully dealt with that. I think we got here just in time. They were about at the point of fixing that. This kingdom's already screwed. This ward's going to completely screw them. And the shadow's starting to creep in. Remember, this is their capital. If I enshroud this, their queen's not going to bother to fight me. And this is also the kingdom that the Chosen One belongs to. So if I screwed this place up, he's probably got to go here, right? Well, if he goes here, we got a plague and maybe a civil war. What does that leave? This area is screwed. The elves are in a war right here. That's orcs. Some minor kingdoms. A minor kingdom. Minor kingdoms. I think they're screwed. I think we're on a really good path here. I would love to see a few more armies die. Remember, when She Who Thirsts wakes up, she's going to be an actual unit. And I need some time to let her grow. I don't want all these armies jumping on her right away. Yeah, 32, 135, 110. Yeah, see, they've got a lot of armies over here. We need to definitely give them the gifts of Grandpa, as it were. Infiltrate Fortress is done. Okay, down here. Infiltrate Farming Village. Yeah, so that'll take security down to 3. And then we can do a bribe, and that'll take it down to 1. And then if Evil Ben Franklin comes over there, which he totally can, he'll have it at 0. Yep, that works. The Hunger. King Blint has fell under the influence of vampires in court at the town of Fress and has sought them out to obtain hunger voluntarily. With their help, King Blint has contracted the Hunger. I like this guy. Good old King Blintsy. You have an heir who is 0% enshadowed. I don't like that. You should definitely be like King Blint. You should have the Hunger. This character feels compelled by a terrible hunger, one which cannot be satisfied by normal food. They must feed periodically, causing shadow in the location they're in on themselves and gaining menace. So sooner or later, somebody's going to come over here and probably try to kill him. But until then, what kind of problems is he going to cause? Yeah. He's overextended a whole bunch too. He hates nature. Likes the undead. Dislikes this Queen Tassoop. Queen Tassoop. Are you somebody local? Ooh. They lost their ruler. You guys are in a lot of trouble. The Wayfinder, yeah, she's gonna find a new ruler. She also has an elf stone. If we could find a way to disrupt her, even better if we killed her. 4 might though, and our only agent really nearby is Dissident with 0 might. Yeah. We could rip her shadow off and have her shadow attack herself. I can't. I need 50% shadow. There's 0 shadow here. Ah, rats. I mean, I could delay her, but it's only delaying the inevitable. Unfortunate. I could do another in shadow here. Maybe start getting some of this shadow to come in from here. There's a little bit seeping in from the sea. Let's do that. Let's keep these elves very busy. So you have 2 agents with intrigue, 1 with lore. No, I don't really have a command hero. Dissident is mainly intrigue also. His thing's about unrest and xenophobia. The Trickster is about just causing chaos. The Courtier, or what is your name? Evil Ben Franklin, whatever his normal thing is. He's more about infiltrating big cities and courts. And my supplicant, I've gone on lore so that I have somebody to cast. If I was going to go with might, I would probably go with an orc. If I had another agent, we could grab an orc and go attack her, but I don't. I'm full. I'm at 4 out of 4, unfortunately. I never have much luck with orcs. My orcs always just get killed right away. Very sad. Moving to attack orc. Hero inclined to attack. Hero inclined to attack the dissident. Oh, somebody. Okay, you actually want to go attack my dissident. I don't like that. That's why we need to lay low. We have way too much menace. They're on to him. Is that his wife? Which one? I'm behind on chat here. Can you fully and shadow people or just your... You can capture heroes. Create agent, corruptible heroes. If they're at 100%, you can totally do it. I generally find it's not too good because the problem is most heroes have a ton of profile, like a ton. She's actually not too much, but they're able to be seen from really far away, and that makes it very hard to be stealthy. The only time I would probably do that is maybe an elf, like a crystal elf, crystal smith. But it's very unlike you and shroud them. That's really hard to do. Elves are very good about keeping the shadow out. They're very good until you corrupt their crystal smiths, if you can do it. And then they're very bad at it. Creatures of habit and all that. Yeah, orcs can be fun to build up, though the world... Yeah, every time I'm almost there with the orcs, they come and just smash me. I've never successfully done anything with them. They're kind of cool because you actually can go around, like, conquer settlements and, like, build up some buildings and stuff. You can build, like, a menagerie and recruit manticores and ogres and stuff. It's kind of cool, but they always just smash me. Ben Franklin completes lay low. All right, Ben, I need you to head to the city. I think when Ben arrives, we will probably call that the end. We're already over half an hour extra tonight. Marriage ended. Okay, the elven marital status in complete danger here. Recruit another knight. Okay. Baroness Smith's Kate is enshrouded. Up to 100%. Nice. Shadows driven back. Arrgh. You should go drive the... Ooh. Ah, look at that. Hopefully that danger will hit her. The stupid mediator. Consecrating my stuff. We hate that. Entirely removes the shadow from this location. Requires the shadow to be lower than 75%. Oh, it's so close, too. You might be one that... Okay, let's end a couple turns here. I want to hit her with a confuse. Yeah, we know you're enshrouded. Ruler scapegoated. Duchess Ormont Kate has distracted their people from their troubles by casting blame on Baron Atrate Kate and directing her people's ire to overthrowing them. Oh, goodness. This is an unkind but effective way of diverting the common folk's anger, and it generally does not leave an opening for the scapegoat to retaliate. Ooh. Yeah, this is up north. Yeah, these people are starting to pop off a little bit. All right, you are at 21. 24. Hireling recruited. A doomsayer. Queen Chiss has found a doomslayer wandering the lands with a broken mind and inescapable charisma, and has struck a deal with them. She'll supply them with guards and amplify their messenger, and the doomsayer, not slayer, very different people, will focus on preaching in their rival kingdom of Geary. The doomslayer will spread madness and unrest. I don't even have to do anything. Humans, am I right? We have enshadowed. Ben. Okay, Ben came here. first thing I need to do... Oh, I wanted to do a bribe, but I'm poor. Poison Andre. Next time the targeted hero rests, they'll be poisoned, which will disrupt them for 5 turns and leave them weakened for 25. I'm just waiting for the bribe to arrive, guys. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Okay, we need to chill here. We are at 46 minutes. We will lay low. We've got this fully infiltrated, so it's pretty easy to lay low here. How's my plague doing? 22%. 22. Okay, 22 all around. 24. We're spreading. We're spreading. I don't see anybody. Are you working on plague? Nope. That's an army. Oh, here we go. Okay. Shoot. This is where she came to craft a new elfstone. This is where I need to set the arcane trap. So after we're done laying low, I need to come over here and trap. We need to get that going. I wish I had that up and ready. This is what she's crafting. Absorb shadow from its holder until it reaches 0. So that's going to keep her very safe, and she'll gift those to people, which will keep them very safe. We hate that. We hate that a lot. They do better if you add a good lore agent who has learned a bit of geomancy. Yeah, the Goblin Shaman is a great choice for that. I don't know. Magic is such a double-edged sword. Like, getting the heroes, the mages to start collecting that is really bad, but it is very powerful. So it's an interesting balance thing. Okay, let's do our level up, and then I think I'm going to have to call it. I think we're going to go lore again. I think this is our lore master. He's putting out 60-minute YouTube videos every other day about She Who Thirsts, the deep lore. Okay, but that's going to have to be it. I'm having a ton of fun, so I would keep going, but we are already 41 minutes over where we should be. So I do think we will be able to finish this next time. So Wednesday's stream will definitely be a continuation of this, and I think we'll get it to completion. And we'll see where we go from there. Been a pretty fun one. Thank you to everyone who's donated. Very generous people tonight. Much appreciated. I hope the people who got the gifted memberships enjoy. Go check out the Members First content. Right now it's the Middle Age Jaboba pregame. Should be pretty good. Stealthy was broken when I played it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be broken. All right, CB, thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and enjoying it. It's great to see people turn out for new games. It really encourages me to try out new things on stream. So we will continue doing that. All right, everybody, I will catch you on Wednesday. I don't think I need to do anything in game. I'll make a save here once stream ends, and I will see you there. All right, Babble out.